And there we go. Welcome everybody here to the TG Diamond League live on connectingesports.tv. Sorry, twitch.tv/connecting esports. We are actually here with an exciting game coming up. It's going to be the Imports versus none other than, of course, Rocket Nova, ready to rumble. And I'm joined by Alex, my man. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. What's up, Twitch chat?
Twitch chat is here indeed. And
Yeah.
let's have a look. I was just reading something.
I guess this game is gonna be played.
Yeah,
Nice.
it looks like it.
Talking about imports, I'm also kind of an import.
Looking at if they want. Yeah, they're just figuring some things out while we get started here. Yeah, they're just switching stuff out. In the meantime, we can have a look at the group standings, actually. So let's have a look at the standings here real quick. While these teams' captains are figuring this out. But yeah, we can have a look at it. So we can see right now that in the TG Diamond League, we do have multiple teams, of course, coming through in both teams, in both groups, in Group A as well as in Group B. And of course, we have a lot of participants this year round, as always. Sorry, this month, we do it monthly, not yearly. Jesus. And yeah, as you can see, one of these teams is actually not even on here. So RG Imports is barely making it on place number 6 here of Group A, have 0 points yet. Meanwhile, Rocket Canova did win one game already, so they have 2 points. And yeah, so this game today could either mean that they will be tying in the group stage, or that they will, one of them, pull ahead into the 4 points and put them at second place, Rocket Canova. So they're looking definitely for an important game already, even though it's so early on. It's only the second week of the TG Diamond League. But of course, that can change very fast with these points, because it's a best of 3. So a lot of fun and a lot of meme plays and highlights all coming through here. I'm just looking at.
Yeah, imports really want to get this win, I suppose, because in this kind of format, you need to get a lot of wins from the start. You can't just leave it for the last weeks of play, because maybe you just fall too behind and you're not making playoffs.
Okay, now we're finally getting the links. Beautiful. Open that beautiful link, and then we can actually head into virtual draft and see what these guys have in mind for today's game. That is what it's all about.
The teams are raising up in a bit. All right, let's see. Imports on the blue side, they will be the first ones to ban. I'm expecting some bans, like typical bans of the champions. Well, not Vladimir. I guess that's a target ban for someone. I don't know the players. But usually when I see a Vlad ban, I think it's just a target ban for someone. It's not really a meta pick. It's more of a Tokyo or counter pick to certain champions. Aphelios, of course, that is the number 1 pick or ban champion right now. No matter how many nerfs Riot gave him, he's still OP. And I think we saw it versus G2 last week.
Yeah, so I do believe this will be indeed Imports on the blue side, and of course Rocket Canova on the red side here will be with the last ban, which seems to be the on. Yeah, going to a first pick here, and with that many focus on the top lane, that much focus on the top lane, already 3 champions off, as well as an aggressive jungler off the table. And of course Yumi, Aphelios, more standard bans here. Have a look at what Imports wants to first pick.
Yeah, there are a lot of options here for a first pick. I'm thinking of Usena. That would be kind of standard. You can pair her up with a lot of champions in the bot lane. But maybe they want to go for something else in another lane, maybe a flex pick. We have the set open. Oh, it's actually going to be the Syndra. Of course, can be flexed mid and bot. This is the oldest flex alive.
Yeah, I Not sure if Syndra first pick is interesting as it is, as you said, a flex pick, but then the responsive from Rocket Kunov are very confident with the Senna and the Shen, looking at maybe a very strong bot lane or just a strong top laner to pick away from Keylada, which is actually not the Shen main, but it would be Andy here on the jungle this time around. But interesting still that the Shen has been picked up here.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if Shen should be such an early priority pick, but maybe they have a strategy. Maybe they can play it support with Senna, AD carry, and then he just farms and he can help the other lanes well. Senna also helps other lanes. But we will have Trundle on the enemy team, so that will mean there won't be that many resistances on Shen later on. Possible team fights. Now they will maybe look to pick a top laner, as Trundle will most probably go in the jungle, so they don't reveal the flex of Syndra.
Yeah, I mean, the Trundle is already a good pickup here, anticipating, as you said, one of the stronger 1v1 champions. And we have seen some pretty good pillars actually last time around, last week when we had some TGD streams going on. Beautiful interrupts.
I don't really like the Lulu, because you are not thinking that Lulu will do fine with Syndra in the bot lane, so Syndra is most probably going to be sent to the mid lane, and then they will pick maybe Hyper Carry, maybe an Ashe, maybe a Kai'Sa to pair it up with Lulu, maybe Kog'Maw. But let's see how a Rocket will respond. Okay, it will be Lee Sin, which I'm not sure if you want Lee Sin in Trundle. Also, Lulu will not allow him to do any insects later on. But if it's a pick that their jungler is comfortable on, I guess it works. Now, of course, we have the Kog'Maw ban. Which was kind of predictable. They do need to ban some hyper carries. Yasuo is again a bit of a question ban. There's already so many AD picks for Rockets.
Yeah, I do like this though. The Lee Sin pickup here into this Trundle is definitely looking for some cheeky plays, because Trundle has a very funny interaction where he can interrupt the Lee Sin Q, but it has to be timed perfectly. And it would, make this whole engage from a Lee Sin kick with a flash maybe very, very hard to pull off. But then again, a Shen here to give the Lee Sin a bit of security in the late game when he could blow up when going for the full AD build. And then again, picking Lee Sin into Trundle and Lulu and Syndra, so all of these two champions have a way of either outputting a lot of damage or staying alive. So I'm not quite sure. And there we go, Orianna, that's exactly what I expected. A little bit more team focus, because right now they didn't have a lot of instant burst damage nor team fight capabilities. And with the Orianna, and now of course the slow damage Senna, very good team fight coming up here.
And they do have a lot of bursts here, but I feel like they're missing some DPS, and they only have either a top laner or a bot laner left. So I'm excited to see what they will decide to get for the Red 5 pick. But now it's Imports who have to pick two champions.
Imports are taking their fair share of time.
Yeah, just
probably as confused about the draft now as most of people are here, but
52, 53. Okay, it's gonna be Jinx. Yeah, I think we saw Jinx yesterday as well. I don't really like the pick. I feel like it's more of a solo queue pick.
It makes sense though with the Lulu, so it's not the worst pick, but I do agree with you that it's not the most common pick when it comes to AD carries in 5v5 meta here. But in, of course, solo queue, Jinx has gained in popularity, as well as the Wukong he picked up. Very good engage tool, bit of shenanigans, able to pull off, and with the double ultimate. Is that still in the game, the double ultimate? Or
Yes.
did they? Yeah, it's still in? Okay, good. I haven't played League.
You double ultimate and your clone double ultimate, so it's 4 into 4. But it's fine, he's balanced. Just. Well. That's gonna be Mordekaiser's last pick.
Mm-hmm.
And Wukong actually has really, really low magic resist. early on, so he's gonna be forced to go into magic resist runes, or he's just gonna lose the lane versus Mordekaiser because he takes so much damage. Ooh, to be honest, both team comps are kind of all around the place. I do like the imports a bit more, but I can see how Rocket Core can get into this game ahead in the early game because they have more tools to get ahead with the Lee Sin and all the setup in all the CC setup in all the lanes.
Yeah. But I'll be opening betting right now, so you guys can give us your choice here. Oh, as they
More time to bet.
Yes. Ay.
Do I even have points?
Well, if you're not sure, do exclamation mark points and you'll find out. Trying to get them back in order here.
Oh, okay, I do have points, nice.
You do?
Yeah, bet on blue.
I'm absolutely livid.
Into darkness, where power grows.
Okay, hopefully they will speedrun this draft.
Yeah, well, we're speedrunning indeed, as we have. I'm still very curious about how this will play out. But yeah, Record Canova, I think, has the better lineup here compared to Imports. But then Imports again has, I think, a bit of better laning time when it comes to these individual lanes.
I just feel like it will be really hard for Rocket Core to engage once imports just get all together.
That is very true. But then again, I'm also not sure if... I'm not... Okay, so the way I see it is, like, Wukong and Trundle will fall off really, really hard if they don't get a slight advantage in lane. However, if they manage to get an advantage in lane, there's the possibility of them just snowballing ahead and then Syndra hitting her power spike where she's just very strong and one-shots people without doing a lot else than just staying safe in lane. And then, of course, Jinx Lola is just the ultimate 50-minute game guarantee that you will be doing damage at the end. So most likely that will be the game plan for them. But then again, we have to get there first. And I believe with the Lee Sin on the enemy team is where it's going to be very hard for you to execute anything and get an advantage when the enemy team has a Lee Sin and is looking to make plays early on and gain, of course, that lead instead of you. So, yeah, looking forward to how Rocket Canova will use this
I
time.
think the jungle mid synergy will be really important in this game. Because Trundle Syndra will look to fight the Lee Sin Orianna most of the times for crabs, for dragons, for everything, even roams. Because from bot lane, Jinx and the Senna don't really want to move from there, they just want to farm. So it's gonna be the Millennials who will be the first to roam. I think mid lane priority will be really important, and I don't really know mid lane matchups, but the two champions seem to have kind of the same power in terms of wave clear. Maybe Orianna is a bit better.
Yeah, definitely too. When it comes to wave clear, Orianna has a bit of an easier time pushing, but then again, Syndra really depends on itemization. If she gets used for Ludens or anything similar that will increase her damage, she definitely does not need too much time to clear the wave either. However, the top lane, I think, is a bit Wukong favored until Mordekaiser gets at least a few items in his under his belt. In the meantime, we will be heading into this spectator delay, and we'll have a look at what people are saying in chat if they're betting on any side. Looks like... Oh, you're trying to bet on the red side, Mr. Ikaz. Maybe try to do exclamation mark points first. If your bet didn't go through... We have 600 connectors, you should be able to do... Yeah.
Okay, it works.
Yeah, did he
Try
bet... Oh... Wait, I'm gonna help you. See if it's you. Okay, this is then definitely on you. You just made me spend 10k on website. Doesn't like me? Yeah, I can see that. Well, just do exclamation mark bet red and then wait, did you bet already? Maybe you already had it. Do exclamation do this. I bet. Do this. Then we will find out if
Maybe he did that already.
yeah, because you can only bet once. Maybe you already did and I just don't see it. Nope. I guess streamers just does not like you, man. Damn. It's okay, man.
You
If
got banned from Streamlabs.
I bet 10k. If I win, I give you 10k. How about that? Is that a fair deal? That sounds like a good deal. Oops, I did not mean to do that command. Do this command. It's that. There we go. Oh, sleeping is first. Oh, yeah, because it just bet 10k. You have to change that very fast. But yeah, let me just have a look at what's going on. Besides that, okay. Oh, everything seems to be fine on the server. And we have so far 66% in favor of blue side, 32% in favor of the red side. So blue side is winning according to the betting system. But that does often not mean a lot, as we have 1 minute remaining before game number 1 in this best of 3 from Imports versus Rocket Cornova. And I'm surprised that I don't see Andy in the chat, but then again, he has to play today. Andy Key, all of these people. I know, like, 1, 2, 3. I actually know all of them. Maybe, okay, I don't know Syndra, but I know the other 4 people on Imports team. And then for Rocket Cornova, I do not know. Nah, I don't know a single one of these members. Huh, interesting. Always funny to see new faces though, and lovely. People still come from all over the world to compete in our tournaments. Of course, in this team, it will be in the US TG Diamond League.
Yeah, I think it's... I don't know anyone, yeah.
You don't know anyone? Yeah. You will get used to that. How did you... what's the name? UNE Championship. How do you think you will be doing in the next split? You guys have already a lot of upcoming teams asking for the next split of that championship, or no?
No. I actually don't know anything.
You don't know anything. Damn.
Nah, I had my exams, like, I just removed myself from the internet and everything, and I was just learning for exams, so now I'm just in a spot where I don't know anything.
Well,
but it's fine, I'm getting back into it. Also into solo queue slowly, but I don't. It's harder to get it back into solo queue than I thought.
Okay, we are in the game right now. We will be going quickly over the wounds. So we have in the top lane this Wukong running the Conqueror, Twandle in the jungle running the press the attack, and of course Electrocute on the Syndra here in the mid lane, as well as Jinx running lethal tempo and a barrier instead of the heal, because Lulu did pick up the heal on herself, and Lulu's also running that area. As we do see a lot of things coming down in the bottom lane already. Maybe we do get some early on action here. 5-man walk up into the bot lane here from the red side. Rocket Cornova looking to do something fancy early on.
Okay. My game is loading a bit slow, but I can see it on the stream, I guess.
Well, they are moving into this tri-brush, and oh, they do spot the Jinx, and there's the flash on fight by the Shen. He's gonna go aggressive, as well as the Lee Sin Q hitting, but Jinx surviving, so only flash is traded here. Shen now flashless. But so is the Jinx.
Okay, I'm loaded, nice.
Nice. It's not a bad thing for the Jinx to blow the flash there, since it's this early on. I doubt Lee Sin will be ganking level 2 on bot lane, because they don't have any engage besides the flash from flash taunt from Shen, which has been used in this alternation just now. The good thing, however, was this moving in, getting the ward on the chickens.
Oh, yeah, I do not like the Trundle starting her red here. Like, he knows that Shen already used his flash, so he should be starting blue buff and maybe look for level 3 gank bot lane to try and force even more. But maybe he just wants to mirror the pathing of Lee Sin.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, he also skips the chickens and he goes to clear the ward. instead of saving a sweeper for the top lane gang. Interesting. As we have a bit of a zone off here in the bottom lane. Jensen are doing their best impression of looking scary. The double ranged matchup here from Lulu and Jinx will actually try to punish them.
The number one skill you have to learn is looking scary.
Yes. But she level at level 0, did you know? Level 2 advantage here on the bottom lane. We see a bit of an engage. The Senna W does hit, but that's about it.
Syndra getting some trades in the mid lane. Nothing much will happen before the junglers come. Mordekaiser seems to have priority in the top lane, and the two junglers will probably meet for the crab, so I think Trundle will have to give it up for Listen. Unless he gets a gank off in the top lane right now. As he's...
Yeah, and there we see what I mentioned earlier. He's saying about the top lane gang. Trundle does not have a sweeper ready, so he will be spotted. And Mordekaiser will just walk the gank off. This is exactly why you should have saved your sweeper.
Yep.
Ooh, they do meet here. Acolyte versus Itmi Andy. Itmi Andy will
Orianna and Mordekaiser are the first ones to move. I don't think this is good for Trundle. Trundle has to run away. He's trying to get the listen. He will force the flash off, but now Orianna is chasing him. One auto, the second auto.
Oh, she's stuck in the pillar.
Pillar was so good. But Wukong will flash over the world, and that's gonna be first blood. They are going for more. Syndra has to flash away. Mordekaiser is really strong. He flashes after the Syndra. One more second, and she will be dead. Yes, she is.
Oh,
Trundle with the flash under the turret. Orianna barely lives. Middle in the bot lane. Senna will hit her W, trying to go for the Lulu. But with Jinx there, they will have to back off.
yeah. That was indeed a very good engage there, and Trundle walking it off perfectly with that pillar just couldn't have been placed any better. Did take Orianna completely out of that fight and forced her flash there in the end. And as we look across the board, only members with a flash alive will be the Senna right now. Everybody else in this whole game has no flash available anymore.
Yeah, that was some early game action, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. And as we now move back into the bottom lane here, this trade-off still very dangerous. Because there is an advantage here in this bottom lane for RC.
Good for them that they have advantage in the bottom lane now, because the Drake is spawning in 20 seconds, and Listen is one of the junglers who can do Drake relatively easy, so if he does have priority in the mid lane and the bot lane, he can go for a Drake, and it's not going to be contested that easily.
It's going to be an Ocean Drake indeed. So we do have the bottom lane have now being pushed in here for the ERC lineup. But the Scuttle Cup has been secure.
Oh, here they are allowing them to freeze. I don't not like this from Jinx, but I guess they couldn't have fought that because Shen's taunt is really scary, and they do not have their summoners.
They do still have two defensive summoners though. And with Trundle moving up here, spotting that there's not a single ward in this area, they might have a chance of... They're still looking to freeze. This is incredible. I would not have expected them to be able to pull off this freeze. Very bad push in here by the bottom lane. Imports, and now Trundle here trying to move into Orianna in a 1v1, but... No, that's... Yeah, he does not know. But he will see now on the minimap that Lee Sin is ganking bot.
Okay, Lee Sin will go for the Sonic Wave, will hit it, will take the kill. But that's all they're gonna take. Maybe they can rotate to the Drake now.
Yeah, this will give them priority onto the Drake. We even had a TP from Mordekaiser coming through, meaning that now on the top lane this wave will most likely crash into the tower before he's even there, and a lot of gold denied. Then again, he came down, got this kill, and he's more than a happy man.
Trundle is maybe looking for a steal here, but he's gonna be stopped by Sen and Shenna, and this is probably gonna cost his life, or nope, there's no CC to keep him.
Yeah. And Jinx could have gone for the kill onto Lee Sin, but he did smite for the HP, so he's gonna stay alive. And now it's a 3v4 situation because Orianna has returned, and she's level 6. This could be a very good ultimate coming through here.
Shen is the one who has to dash away, and he's gonna... nothing will happen.
Yep. No spicy plays just yet.
Yep, that's an Ocean Drake. What will the Ocean Drake do to this game?
Ooh, is that the 1v1? That is the 1v1 killer, the 78, taking out RC Mafia. As we see in the middle lane, the good old Rihanna ultimate to pull back Prodigy's young Prodigy here. But he's gonna go for the outplay button with the R, and the ignite is
One
ticking.
more
Auto?
kill.
Damn.
With the auto, young Prodigy there getting the solo kill. They also got a solo kill in the top lane, and that is actually giving them so much power because Wukong has the teleport and Mordekaiser doesn't. So for a possible play for the Herald, I think blue side will have the advantage.
We do have also in the top lane this Tiamat as well as a pickaxe in the inventory here of the Wukong. I think this is the lane we have to look at. He's gonna look to 1v1 a lot of times. The Hexter's Revolver is nice on Mordekaiser, but will not give you the same power in the lane as this Tiamat and a pickaxe. In the jungle, we do have double Stalker's Blade coming through.
Indeed. Lee Sin has, of course, also two longswords because he did get one kill for himself.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. Shen is going for the Jinx. Jinx is rooted 2 times. Now she is trying to kite back. Shen is actually getting really low here. He will be invisible because of Senna being a completely balanced champion. So he's gonna get out for now.
Yeah, interesting enough, we did also see Shen blow his flash in this engage that was started off by him himself, so losing that trade is definitely a questionable situation here for them to be in right now. As we see in the top lane, Sin sneaking his way all the way into this third bush here in the lane. Maybe looking for a lane gank as Mordekaiser is trying to push it in.
Lee Sin waiting in the alcove. He's getting close. I'm not sure if he was spotted. He wasn't following the vision.
And no pings have come through by Wukong, so... But Trundle is close. Trundle is actually on the Herald right now. If you have a look at Trundle right now, he's gonna get this Herald.
Ooh, and Lee Sin is on the way, but I think...
Yeah, that one's gone.
Can get away. Yep, he did get away.
Again in this mid lane.
If you flash here, you no, do not flash, Mordekaiser, please, do not flash. Thank you.
Ooh, at the end he's stepping back up. He is forced to flash over the wall right now. Very curious to why they're doing this. They have an advantage right now. They do have Trundle healing a bit back up with the ultimate, and Orianna not having her ultimate should have been an engage, as we see. Ooh, both flashes blown here by the mid laner.
The flash will get her out. Now Lee Sin is going for the Syndra, and that's gonna be an easy kill for Arcolite.
Yeah, so you do see the top laner and the jungler move into your side of the map, and you're just gonna be like, yeah, let me flash into the enemy. As we have in the bottom lane.
For the Lulu once again, it didn't look like having enough damage in previous fights, but maybe now, nope. There's just not enough damage. Senna is a support for now. Shen is building Ninja Tabis, like they don't have enough damage to kill Jinx and Lulu.
Yeah, seems like extended traders go heavily in favor of the Jinx and Lulu. Because Senna has not just yet reached that point where she can sustain enough as she should be doing it later on in this game. But right now Lulu is, because with the shield, the pulling of the speed of the attack speed, anything she wants to give to AD carry, just powering up the AD carry way more. But Shen keeps going for these engages.
Okay, let's see how this will work. Will block the Jinx auto attacks and she will get really low. They're maybe going for more. Senna needs one more auto attack. Jinx is gonna use the barrier and the heal from Lulu will save her, but she does have to reset, and that will mean she's gonna lose even more minions.
Yeah, I think the issue this time around was her actually focusing the Shen, who did pick up the Ninja Tabis. So early on, this is devastating for an AD carry. As you see the double ultimate on the top lane, the clone.
Wukong going for the double ultimate. He does have one more if he presses it now. Oof. Yep, he will, but Mordekaiser does so much damage. Shen actually ulted, I didn't see him, but that's just gonna give one more kill to Wukong, and he's so fed.
Yeah, he might even get off yet another charge here in the top lane. Yeah, he did half HP already on that tower, as well as the Infernal Drake spawning. But you're down by 2 members, no Shen ultimate, no TPs available. If Imports play this correctly, they will not lose this Drake.
Yeah, the Wukong still has teleport. He can apply the pressure in the top lane. He can back for boots, I suppose. He kind of needs boots, I guess.
Yeah. Interesting,
Always
he
playable.
goes for the Titanic Hydra into a Phage, so he's definitely looking into getting some HP right now. Most likely this will be a Black Cleaver. If he goes Trinity, I would be very surprised, but it wouldn't be out of this world. Good pillar just too slow, no engage happening. Wins remaining, so we have a Mountain Drake Soul on this game. And we do have in the mid lane, as well as in the bottom, no plating going down whatsoever. There's only been 5 plating taken in this game, and you can guess once where it was, because it was, of course, in the top lane.
Yeah, so much gold funneled into that Wukong in the top lane. Trundle even left after he spawned a Herald.
Yeah, 6k gold. 6.7 actually in opposing to the 3.8, so nearly 3k gold lead here by this Wukong in the lane. In 12 minutes into the game, that is immense.
And I'm not sure how Rocket Core can get back into the game. I guess Lee Sin will need to be the one to step up and find a play. But for now, the game is actually gonna freeze. Wukong is maybe looking for a roam in the mid lane. I think he's been spotted by the ward in the red bush.
Yeah, behind the red buff there. We do definitely need Wukong to do something right now, because he can only be the one that is able to transition this advantage, because besides him, everybody else is just doing like barely fine or even behind. We see 3-man gank in mid lane.
Alright, we see the gank from the Trundle, and that's just gonna be a one-shot.
Yeah. Syndra pressing arm might even have been the overkill here, but hey, better that than sorry.
Yeah, the Syndra does have the electrocute for more burst power. I guess that's how you play in this matchup. I don't really know mid lane matchup, so I'll just suppose.
Yeah, also interesting enough, we have Orianna here with the Phase Rush coming through. Definitely looking to be a speedy boy. Did not save her in that occasion right there. But then, of course, her flash is about to be coming back up, so she should be safer in the future from potential ganks. As we see a lot of burst damage onto the Senna here.
Yeah, also Rocket Core got 3 teleports, and they also have the Shen ultimate. There's so much global parts as we see them being used now. Lulu is getting really low. Orianna is here. She will miss the shockwave. Now Lee Sin is gonna hit the sonic wave. Will insect Jinx into Mafia to finish that kill off. Lulu is trying to run for her life. Mordekaiser will get her in the death realm, and she's just gone.
Yeah, Lulu's trying to hide in the bush, but in the death realm, this does not save you. Beautiful usage there of teleports. You just spoke about them as they were about to be used there. And that was an insane play indeed, because Lulu actually managed to flash away as well as Jinx at the exact same time for the Orianna Shockwave, but it did not matter. Lee Sin flash kicked them back into the team, as well as Mordekaiser pressing the "You are dead for sure" button. So definitely good attempt to get back into this game. 6-5 in kills and 25k gold. 22.3. So still an advantage here for imports, but let's see what Wukong has in mind.
Yeah, Wukong is alone here. I guess he's just gonna give the Herald for now, but maybe they are looking for a re-engage once Syndra and Jinx get here. Syndra can look for a stun. She does have the flash. She will use it. Senna is gonna be caught. Wukong is instantly going for her. That's gonna be 1 kill. Shen is gonna get away. That's 1 more for imports.
Yeah. This really good stun. This might be that Shen. Last second
the
flash
block
there.
from the W was so
And
good.
Jinx ultimate going wide.
Yeah, the rocket is not gonna hit the rocket member.
Yeah. This is, I think, your way to stay safe from rockets is by having rocket in your name, as we do see the mid lane tower going dangerously low, about to be taken out, as we have the next wave coming up in 50 seconds. Most likely we want a reset from both teams before this Drake will happen. And also, I'm curious to where Lee Sin will put this herald. Maybe they will be using it for potential distraction. And then pick off some members, as we see the top lane being pushed in once again with this Wukong, who's now going to go for his recall. With a really beautiful 900 gold in his inventory, but the most astonishing part is, of course, his 8k gold leads gathered across this game, in opposing to the 5k gold lead from the Mordekaiser, who has managed to pick up some armor here, but I'm not sure if this is enough.
Yeah, it shouldn't be enough, but maybe it is. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Shen is actually getting a freeze in the top lane. He does have the teleport to group with his team for the Drake if they do want to contest it, but looks like they will just give it to imports. Yep, that's Mountain Drake being secured. Second Drake of the game. They are getting really close
Has slain the dragon.
to that fourth Drake Dragon Soul.
Yeah.
But for now, Lulujuk is gonna take 2 tower shots for no reason. They're gonna push the turret.
So Infinity Edge first on the Jinx, Luden's Echo completed on the Syndra, she is going to her. And then the Archangel stuff here on the Orianna, just looking to go forward with her scaling build. And I think this is where they're doing the mistake. They should have gone for maybe a mid-game focused Orianna instead of like a, well, mid to late game focused Orianna. Because Orianna and Lee Sin are the only ones that can actually contest anything right now.
Yeah,
But
indeed.
before-
The Orianna was killed so slow with the Seraph's build. With the Ludens, they actually could have been way stronger and maybe contest the dragons, but they will probably have to give up the next Drake as well, just because Orianna has to scale a bit more.
Yeah. We do, however, see a very interesting build path here. So Nesh's Tooth and Nesh's Tooth, Stinger, sorry, and a Phage here on the Wukong's inventory. He's going for the Trinity. I would have expected him to pick up the Black Cleaver, seeing as they have a Shen, as they have a Mordekaiser, and also Senna is getting a bit beefy at times if she chooses to go the HP build. But he, well, guesses that the enemy will not stack a lot of armor, and just goes for the Trinity Force to increase his damage. And of course, if you 4-0-1, you can do this.
Yeah, but for now, let's see. Oh, Shen will miss the taunt. Now Lulu tries to run away. She will be able to using her ultimate.
The ultimate blown by Lulu. This might be important for actually a gank in the bot lane happening.
Alright, Mordecai is trying to go for something. Trundle is here. He will get ulted down. Now into the Rat Realm. I don't think he has enough power. Syndra seems to be winning this 2 auto attacks and 1 kill. Young Prodigy gets 1 more kill.
I have to question Mordekai's ultimate target as we see a beautiful play in the mid lane. Wow, Lysindra is being flashy with his flash kick there, making the play happening, as well as the Herald spawned. In the meantime, taking down the tower very, very low, but Wukong has arrived. The Cavalier is here together with the Trundle. We do see them re-engaging here, and ooh, Senna dropped dangerously low as TP from Orianna. Shockwave to turn around the teamfight, but Lee Sin will be going down to Wukong. The Ape taking his first victim, as we do see now the re-engaged by RC, but Elida just putting out so much damage.
Strong.
Yeah, yet another teleport coming through.
Mordecai is back. He will drag Trundle back, but he's
from downtown!
Oh my god! The Jinx ultimate will finish off the Orianna, and that's just gonna be 2 more kills for imports.
Yeah. 2 more kills after all of this. It looked like a very scary fight for both sides, but then in the end it was. Them, as we do see now coming out ahead, as we hear the scream at the background. That should
Yeah,
not be
the
happening.
shockwave from Kaiser was really, really good, but there was just not enough damage. No one could follow up to the shockwave. So they just ended up losing that fight. Okay, now Trundle will get the bot lane turret. He will look to reset.
Yeah.
I think he's building...
Locket.
I forgot the name of the item. Yeah, Locket. I think he's building Locket. It would make a lot of sense, because...
Oh, wait, he can also go Death Stand. No, he's actually going for the Zeeks. Interesting. So he has a Zeeks Converge here. Convergence. Going for that one. Most likely they are now opting into the full tank Trundle. Just, yeah, you can see yet another Kindle Gem coming through. So this is definitely the full tank Trundle going for the support style here onto the Jinx. Hyper carry Jinx not yet online, but they do have the Wukong to cover in the meantime.
Okay, giving blue buff to the support. That's something new. I guess they just want more shields.
Yeah. More shields, more cooldown, more utility.
Yeah, and here imports are actually setting up vision around the Baron, so maybe they are thinking that they just traded the Drake for the Baron,
Yep. It's
or
only the
maybe they
second
could
Drake.
go.
Ooh, gonna get on
Okay,
top lane.
Orianna is gonna get engaged in the top lane. Meanwhile, in the bot side jungle, Trundle is gonna be caught. Lee Sin will not be able to go for more, but Shen is gonna flash forward. Trundle will get away. The Lulu shield will keep him alive.
They don't have enough damage. Like the Senna is not there just yet, and Shen himself is having a hard time going for anything. As we do see them now transitioning over to the Drake, and Orianna did survive the top lane engaged by the Wukong without blowing her flash, as they do manage to pick up the Drake. So overall, a good play for RC, even though they didn't get any kills, they did manage to secure the objective and stay alive.
Yeah, and that Mountain Drake will be so valuable because that delays the spawn of the Elder Dragon if imposters keep getting more dragons here.
And delaying is actually the right word here, because I do believe that Orianna, as soon as she finishes her second item, which should be the Rabadons most likely, together with Mordekaiser and of course the Shen and the Senna here scaling, they just want to delay the game. They want to get to that point where they have triple items, quadruple items, just making sure that at this point they have a winning chance when they go into a team fight. Because right now, if Wukong presses R in the right time, he will absolutely demolish the enemy team.
Yeah, but so far, to be honest, Wukong hasn't used his advantage that much. Like losing the Drake there when you are 6k gold ahead.
Yeah.
Also now he's gonna give a big shutdown to one of the members, or maybe he's gonna 1v5. Nope.
Nope. That was an ape play here by the Wukong, but that is to be expected when you are playing an ape. As we do see, they're moving up into the mid lane. I thought they were maybe going for the Baron. They decided not to pull that trigger just yet. They only managed to pick up one kill at the expense of an Orianna ultimate and, of course,
Well,
Wukong
I know
ultimates.
Rocket Core
Oh.
played that. Okay, Young Prodigy just delayed Alarian there.
Yeah, they can collapse on Mordekaiser here if they choose to do it correctly. Oh, Lee Sin is about to die.
He's so low, he is gonna be able to get to the Shen. Now Jinx is gonna have to retreat as Mordekaiser try to go for something there.
Yeah. We did have a Jinx ultimate also being used there in the midst of that, but not hitting anyone. That was low enough to die.
The Baron is being started there. What is going on? Jinx does have a lot of damage with the Infinity Edge first bot there. Mordekaiser is gonna spot them. Baron is at 7k HP. We have the teleport from the Orianna, now another teleport. That's gonna be Wukong. 4k, Listen is there, who will get this Baron. The knock-up from the Baron will actually assist Orianna to get the shockwave off. Now Jinx is really low. She's trying to back off, everyone backs up. Wukong is going in. Mordekaiser is so low, he is gonna get some heal from the Senna. He will maybe look to re-engage. Now Wukong is in the middle of everyone in the backside, but he doesn't care, he just has so much life still. Trundle will assist him now. One kill for Wukong. He's
Double
going
kill.
for double. Syndra will flash over the wall to ultimate and execute this Orianna. Lee Sin is gonna be the next one to follow up, and now Senna is the only one standing. That's gonna be ace. Imports just demolish Rocket Core here.
Yeah, Rocket Canova is falling, and they still can return to this Baron here. The scene of the crime where it all has started, with everybody being still in the Grey Land. Nobody's alive. This will be an uncontested Baron. It did look so well when this Baron hit the enemy team here, like hit the Imports knock-up, and then Orianna went for beautiful shockwave, but yeah, was not enough just yet, as they do manage to pick up a tier 1 tower as well as the inhibitor itself. Sorry, not tier 1, tier 3 tower. Yikes. And the Baron, of course, so really solid play here by the Imports.
Yeah, now Jinx also has 2 items. So far we only knew that Wukong and Syndra do damage, but actually Jinx can start doing a lot of damage as well with the Runaan's Hurricane and Infinity Edge. So let's see how they play this Baron.
Yeah. I'm interested also in where this gold has gone. Like, we can have a look at the gold distribution here in total, and we do see the bottom line is actually quite close when it comes to gold advantage here. Not any big advantage to either side, but in the mid lane we do have a 2k gold lead for the Syndra. as well as in the jungle a 1k gold lead for the Trundle, and of course in this top lane this humongous 5k gold lead by the Wukong. But he did die previously, so that shutdown gold has gone over to one of the members of Rocket Canova and maybe help them to get back into a position where they can at least try to consider a comeback.
Okay, they are really pushed back as Wukong is going in. Trundle is here to assist him. The pillar has been used already. The shockwave will help a bit, but not enough, as they have to flash away. Trundle will finish off Dragon Rage. Now Mordekaiser is here. He's trying to get someone in the Death Realm. It's gonna be the Trundle. He will steal some stats back from the Trundle.
Still alive.
But he's not able to execute him. Now he's gonna use the Zonias, but no one can help him. Orianna is trying to get close, but Jinx is zoning them.
Oh, the double.
Oh, that was such a good flash! Getting the triple kill. Wukong is trying to get one more. Senna is running, she's running. She will hit the taunt, but the extended range from Wukong's Q will finish off that ace.
Yet another ace, ace number 2, and most likely the game. He has all inhibitors about to fall. They have a wave, they have Baron minions, they can just finish this game. It is Shen still alive, but what will he do facing 5 members, actually 4 members? Drake is actually being taken here by Itmi Andy in the background, so 4v1, no chance of defending this base, and that means game number 1 with Shen maybe going down one more time. No, he will stay alive for now as the Nexus is being destroyed. Rocket Canova dropping game number 1 and Imports just putting on a show.
Yeah, and I don't know. The game was close for some time, but the turning point was the Baron, where they knew that they can try to bait them at the Baron and then win the fight just by purely having the Wukong being so ahead, healing in the backline. Like, they just didn't have enough damage to kill the Wukong. He was just in the backline resetting his ultimates, healing more, just retreating with his clone, going back in.
Yeah, Wukong was buying so much time in these team fights, actually. Let me just put a clip out here as we, kind of look at damage graph, and we do see 20k, 22k damage here coming to by the Wukong. Very far ahead of anyone, not even like in his own team there's anybody close to that. And then of course the Syndra as well as the Jinx putting out the damage numbers there in the end, and Orianna only want to be close to those 2 numbers. But besides that we have nothing surprising. So the Sin, personally I would say it did not work out the way they wanted it for Rocket Core. If you look at the scores, at the stats as well, he was 3, 4, and 3, so not like he was doing super bad, like we had, for example, the Orianna with 0-5, but still not the impact I would have wanted from a Lee Sin pickup in this draft, especially when it was picked this early on in the draft. But yeah, we'll be right back for game number 2. Stay with us, don't go anywhere unless you want to grab some snacks, and of course, cold little beer at this hot summertime. A juice is also fine. No alcohol for under 18, please. But yeah, with that being said, see you guys in just a second after a little bit of a 1 minute to 2 minute break. And yeah, hopefully game number 2 will be as exciting as game number 1. Wait, what?
We hope.
The only snack oh, okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate being your snack, Mr. Shady. Anyways, but yeah, see you guys in a few seconds and be right back. We do have. Oh, wait 1 second, actually. This and this. There we go. So, welcome back, everybody, here to the TG Diamond League. As I was about to say, we do have an exciting game coming up our way. It is, of course, RC, what do I? Imports versus RC. So RocketCon Nova here, losing that game number 1 in his best of 3. So still a chance to come back, but yet to see what they will be able to do against this lineups from Imports, who did have a pretty good time, if I must say so, in this first game. Just added some pieces, and we do have one member still not readied up. There we go, they're now readied up. Imports and RocketCon Nova readied up, so we'll get into the lobby as we do greet one more caster coming through here for game number 2. So Alex will not be left alone today. He will have Magic by his side. Welcome, Magic.
Thank you very much.
So, thank you for inviting me. So yeah, I'll let you guys. I did see you in the chat, I think, Magic. So you did watch game number 1. Any thoughts?
Well, I think the early game, Imports just kind of romped in. It just kind of went on from there. The top lane was just lost. Like, Mordekaiser was never going to beat Wukong in a 1v1. Wukong split pushing was just insane. And in reality, I think Wukong actually pretty much carried that game, because even in the team fights, he brought so much time with his lifesteal and just splitting up the fights. It was just easy to pick off the Rocket members one by one. And in the end, I mean, Jinx at the end in that last fight. But what did it blow? Like 3 of them, I think it was.
Yeah.
Just completely blew them up.
Now we do have. Yeah, both teams are getting ready to join the lobby. Once that is done, we will be heading straight into virtual drafts. And everybody's in order, talking to the teams. Meantime, we can have maybe Alex, if you're still with us.
Hello.
Yeah, we can have a look at. Well, maybe a prediction for game number 2. What do you think will be coming out from game number 2? Maybe Volibear?
Hopefully.
Volibear would be nice.
Hopefully no Lee Sin. I mean, to be fair, his Lee Sin was fine in the way he actually played it mechanically. It's just that in the early game, it struggled to get anything going quickly enough, and Impulse just eventually outscaled. So I think they need something, maybe a Graves could be an idea, but you need something other than the Lee Sin is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do agree with you on this one. Waiting for the last link to come through here.
Well, they will probably drop the Shen idea. Maybe also the Senna. I do not want them to drop the Senna idea. Maybe they can pair the Senna with the Volibear. Oh wait, I need to go back. Oops. My bad.
You need to move, otherwise they can.
Oopsie doopsie.
Happens every time. We'll give them the go for the virtual draft, which has been, well, given to us right now. So we will have a look into that right any second. So RC and RocketCon Nova on the left side now, on the blue side, facing off against Imports, who will be joining us on the red side. And yeah, let's have a look at what they have in mind for game number 2 here. Oh, I messed up the score. There we go. That was good. So yeah.
They do start. As for bans, I think we will probably see the same bans. Maybe they will add. Yep, they do have the Yumi. Affiliates will probably follow for Rocket. Imports, I think, banned Vladimir. They can probably go for that again if it's a target ban for someone. Or maybe they can look at the Wukong ban.
Yeah. I just realized the virtual link is not working, so we just quickly replace this one with this. That should hopefully fix the issue. No?
Yeah, it's running a little bit weird for me as well. Or like, what bans do you have, Alex? Because I only see a Yumi ban right now.
Yeah, there's only Yumi, and now
there
they're
you go.
waiting for the secondary ban.
Yeah, I do see it as well, but I don't see it on stream. Haha.
What?
Good job. I do see it on the website, I just don't see it in the stream.
Don't worry, chat. Yumi is banned. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's just Yumi from Rocket right now. Can't say I am surprised whatsoever. If anyone lets Yumi through, they are inting. Because Yumi is broken. She always has been, in my opinion. But then again, I think Senna's broken as well because she's the most balanced champion in the game. I think you mentioned it in the last game, Alex. The fact that she can just make everyone around her invisible. Yep, that's balanced.
Balance.
Yeah, I'm...
If are imports gonna ban or?
It's not working, man. I do see... I think that one is bugged, not gonna...
Okay, they will remake it.
Okay, I'm happy about that one. So it was only Yumi ban, that's about it, boys. We didn't see more of this draft phase. Don't get too excited. Nothing else besides that happened.
Oh my god, imagine they switched the Yumi ban to Aphelios.
Who knows? They could still ban it. Who knows?
I mean, the Aphelios is gonna be banned anyway.
Yeah, again, there's 2 bans in this current patch I think you have to ban. Aphelios and Yumi. I don't care which side it is, it has to be banned. Otherwise, you're just inting. I mean, I can't remember who I was. I think it was it Krolux I was with last week when we mentioned when Aphelios was let through. We were just like, the other team's inting.
Trying to
It's
get
just like,
The Nexus is being...
now Mordecai to get.
For now, as the Nexus is being destroyed,
99.
Rocket Kunova drop.
Oh yeah, let's get a new link up.
right, we'll pray this one's not broken. It's going to be a Darius ban from Imports.
Oh,
As well as the Yumi from Rocket and the Trundle coming out as well. So no Trundle this game. It's
Yeah, they're
boring.
probably thinking the Trundle was the champion that was denying Lee Sin, which is partly true. So maybe they just want to go for Lee Sin again.
I mean, he's good on Lee Sin, but I just don't think Lee Sin works at the moment. At least not as good as he used to. In terms of the other junglers that are out there, you know, Lee Sin's just always in what feels like a rough spot. And once he gets to the late game, due to all these hyper carries, he just gets blown up. And there's the Aphelios ban we were expecting.
I'm so surprised to see Aphelios ban.
And it's going to be the Vladimir, so they're scaling flex pick.
Target
I mean,
ban.
basically, yeah, because, I mean, let's be honest, if I know anything about Keyladder, he can pretty much just ban or play anything he wants. Keyladder's probably one of my favorite top laners I've seen.
Okay, stop
in the
boosting
TJ
his
Dynamite
ego,
League.
please. Thank you.
Okay, once again they're going for the Shen.
They have to deal enough with him.
I guess they really like this Shen Senna combo, as Syndra is gonna be picked for imports again. Syndra was fine in the first game. I'm bored of seeing Syndra because she's been meta for over 2 years, I think. Still doing the same stuff. And Wukong gets through the bans. Will be picked by imports once again for possibly a second carry.
I still don't get why they keep picking the Shen. Like, this is already showing they might want to go for yet another Senna, in my opinion.
I mean, you mentioned that Syndra's been meta for like 2 years now.
Yeah,
but
why
then
don't
again,
you first pick Syndra? Like, what? Whatever.
Yeah, although I have to admit, as much as we've seen Syndra for like the past 2 years now, I find her far more entertaining with her outplay button than a fasting center. Like, no offense, but it just makes the bot lane so boring, in my opinion. And I'm just
Which
like,
bot lane?
get
There
rid
is
of
no bot lane if Senna's there. It's just laning phase that is not even worth watching, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So the Lulu's going to get picked up for imports right here. It almost feels like a very similar draft on players. Like I said, imports at the time of the Lulu.
Okay.
And you have the set as well. I mean, I'm going to suppose set top lane if it's going to be a Shen bot, but then again, set could also go jungle, so it's a decent flex pick. And I'm actually all right with that Oriana ban, considering how good the shockwaves were in the last game. I think that's actually a good target ban.
Well, the Lulu here tells me the imports are just looking to pick up the Jinx here exploited the range damage onto the Senna, but oh man, let's see how this one plays out. I'm not quite happy with seeing a Shen and a set in RCN. They didn't have any way of closing the gap last time around. and they look to have yet another hard time if they don't get any engage tool whatsoever.
Well, maybe they think the first phase of the draft was fine, so they just need to change the second one. Maybe now they will go for. Well, actually, they kind of need, I think, an AP jungler because they have so much physical damage from these 3 champions.
I mean, what AP junglers could you think of?
Evelyn.
Silas, Carthus,
Evelyn.
Evelyn. So I know you love your Evelyn, Jason. I know. You love your Evelyn. I don't think it's going to get picked. I would love to see it. I would absolutely love to see an Evelyn because, I mean, who doesn't like to get killed by an Evelyn coming up from behind you out of nowhere? But
Let's see if it sticks.
I doubt it. And the ban of the Cogmore, just to get it away from the Lulu. I mean, to be honest with you, when I was looking at RCN, I was thinking of possible mid laners. In recent times, I have seen AP Cogmore reappearing due to the increased AP ratio he has, and the wave clear once he gets 1 or 2 items is disgusting. But it's not going to happen this game
I do like
because
the Jarvan.
Go on,
Sorry
do
to
it.
interrupt you, but I do like the Jarvan here. A really good pick away here, or like ban away here. Like seeing that the enemy team lineup does not have any sort of engage tool like over walls or like from a bit far away. So the Jarvan here very easy to utilize as a jungler when it comes to these engages. And well, a go-to jungler. And with that out of the way, I believe that only leaves us with a Zac when it comes to long-range engages.
A lot of damage here. Like, they need to pick so much damage because Senna, Seth, Shen are not gonna deal enough damage. They need to pick maybe a Cassiopeia, but then she
Oh,
doesn't do
no.
well. No, not
no.
within.
Oh no, they've done it. No. F's in the chat, boys. F's in the chat.
Oh,
Who
this
knows?
looks
It
like-
could work, but Lee Sin's going to
Azir?
quickly get out farmed. Azir is an option. Do you know what I'm going to predict? I'm going to predict the next pick is either going to be what Jason said, which is Cassio, or an Azir. If not, the only other one I could possibly think of is a Corki. But that's not exactly... I mean, he scales well, but he's not exactly a hyper carry.
Are you gonna pick
In
5
sense.
people that auto pack and then just have the whole enemy team?
No, we're going to go level 16, boys. See you later.
Okay. And I think they can actually scale to level 16 with the Shen, with the Lee Sin, being there for the early and mid game safety.
Yeah,
Well, we were thinking of scaling carries. Wasn't the one I had in mind, but it fits the bill.
Yeah.
actually being this is the exact same lineup when it comes for RC. Like they had this exact same lineup. Scaling mid laner like that does well. 1C reaches like level 6. Bottom lane scaling into infinity, and top lane just random top lane pickup that is well not really fitting the composition. Like the Mordekaiser last time around was a super solo pick in my opinion, and then this time around you have the set which is once again not really fitting into your composition. But hey, it is the only engage tool you have, and it looks to be the only lane where you maybe have a chance of outplaying someone. Every other lane seems to be rather in a losing matchup.
I mean, I guess it really depends on what impulse pick for. I'm going to assume it's their AD carry. I mean, they could play Syndra bot. We have to keep that in mind. It is a possibility. I don't expect it, but it is a possibility. And it's going to be the Pantheon.
Okay. Well, maybe to
Okay.
negate some of that engage, it's a good pick away. Sorry, good pickup into the Lee Sin, so it's not like the worst into Lee Sin.
Okay, but who's gonna synergize with Lulu? Olaf only?
Oh wait, I didn't even think about that. They don't have an AD carry. I mean, they do have a AP carry Syndra.
I mean, that's what I was kind of thinking. It could have been Syndra. Also, I'm possibly thinking, is it Pantheon mid? Is that possible?
No, Olaf AD carry, hyper carry. I confirm with Twitch chat here.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's gonna be.
Whatever imports I've got here, it's spicy. And
Yeah.
I like spicy.
Well, let's find out how this one turns out. Import did decide to not pick up any range characters besides the Lulu and the Syndra, which are not known for the high DPS from range. But hey, we're about to find out as we head into the champion selection. I will also be starting our beautiful betting system. You know that will better way your life as long as your grandma stays safe. And there we go. Import. Do not?
I said, whatever you do, do not make me have to choose your bet for you this time. I got lucky
Well,
last time, alright?
Speaking of this, Alex, do you want to choose who to bet on? I believe 10k points are in your position, so you can choose if I bet on blue or red side. Here we go.
Yeah, I went on blue.
You bet on
I
blue,
guess.
and
Yeah,
you're...
you're going red. You're going red.
Okay, bet red all. 10k on the red side. If you int me, I will find out where you live. And Import is now looking with this Pantheon pickup here for a very spicy game number 2. Oh, hello Jedlam in the chat. Welcome my boy, my main man. How you doing?
I mean,
Oh, he's also
I got
betting
very
red.
lucky last week, Alex. I got very lucky. I picked the right team, but then again, we were pretty sure in that game there was a foregone conclusion by the draft in that game, so it was kind of easy. But I think you have a bit of a harder task this time.
Oh, look at this. Because he can finally bet. I'm so proud of you, my man. You're doing it. Look at you go. Why
Then
ban new
he's
machine with
gonna
ban? Jetler. Jokes on you. Yumi banned every time.
It's going to be an Olaf jungle, so I'm actually almost like 90% certain it's going to be a Syndra bot lane.
Yeah.
Syndra bot lane.
I mean, the Pantheon into the Kassadin, 100% do agree with this one. But however, I do not agree with Pantheon overall as a mid lane champion or like a champion at all in this game right now. I don't think if he gets to that point where he's just even, he will basically, in my opinion, just fall off really, really hard.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of attention focused to the mid lane if you're on the import side. You want to get this Pantheon going because after 2 items or so, this Pantheon will fall off and this Kassadin will eventually just start 1 or 2 shotting him eventually. But it's a very spicy draft that imports have got, and if they execute it, this could be a very, very bloodthirsty game. But then again, it's imports, that's what you expect, right?
But yeah, maybe Rocket Kunova is having here finally the time of their life to come back and have a better game than in game number 1. I mean, the performance itself was not lacking too much. It was basically just Imports having a strong ape in the top lane, Wukong just snowballing out of proportion, and therefore winning that game super heavy.
I mean, that's what Key Ladder does, though, isn't it? That's why he's built himself a reputation in this league for just absolutely stomping the top lane any chance he gets. I mean, he's always been there or thereabouts in the TJ Diamond. He's always been there since the start, and in my opinion, he's only just continued to grow and get better. And he is one of my favorite top laners in this league. I've always said that. I'll probably continue to say that as long as he's here. Strange silence.
Yeah, no, I was reading a message, sorry.
And I was thinking, because I don't know any of the players, I'm just getting used to them.
Key Ladder's always been there, man. He's always been there.
Wait, Young Prodigy... Oh yeah, never mind. Not sure. My client is a bit bugged.
Oh no, I've fallen to place number 3. What has happened, boy?
You lost the previous game.
Yeah, but I bet 100k.
He's placed number 3 now. So if he loses his bet this game, he's going to be coming after you, Alex. You know, you'll be fired.
I actually lost 100k in the first game. Are you shitting me? I didn't realize that the betting system has been, oh my god, has been improved to 100k maximum. Well, this means, my boys and friends and lords and saviors, that I am very broke right now.
You feel sad.
And this is how you go from being first place in the leaderboard to the 3rd place, and after this game most likely to not even in the top 10 anymore. So
And I actually won a lot of points on my first bet because of you, thank you.
no worries, man.
But now I'm probably gonna give them back as I'm not sure if Blue will win.
We will find out in 2 minutes when we head into the game. I do also think it's funny that the Senna is played on support and played by the support itself, and that the Shen is played on the AD carry role and also played by the guy that normally plays AD carry. I would have thought that they maybe switched that one up, since Senna was also known when she came out for an AD carry itself.
Then again, you have a Syndra who's meant to be a mid lane mage, but I mean, Syndra, she's one of those champions that no matter how much you nerf, she's always there for some reason. I mean, as Alex said, she's been around in meta for like 2 years now. And Syndra it's just a fun champion to watch, because if you play well on a Syndra, it just looks so damn good.
Yeah, I remember Caps having that nice side step side those many nice south steps under the turret versus Fnatic.
I remember that. But let's be honest to ourselves. Is there any champion that we've seen Caps that he can play?
No.
Like
I know
remember,
his side steps are so crazy.
I remember 2018 Spring Finals, where he said he was going to absolutely clap Perks, and my god, did he clap him? What was it? Perks was playing Karma, I think it was, and Caps was just like, see you later, I'm just going to play Zoe and just one-shot you in lane. Like, that's when I fully got respect for Caps in that 2018 Spring Final. Since then, he's been my favourite mid laner, just because he can play everything. Like, he is literally the definition of playing everything. I mean, who plays Kane mid lane?
Yeah, only him.
No, I do know DJX playing Kane mid lane in the competition in season 4 of TG Platinum or Diamond, I don't remember. And it was quite successful. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the upcoming star here from the CE teams. We do have a little bit left of like under 10 seconds here before we get into the game. Spectre delay is about to be finished, so we head into that game. Speaker can jungle. Yikes!
Yikes!
Firing shots here at Speaker, but wait, it wasn't Speaker on TSM as well? No, who was that? No, he was on the...
Speaker was on TSM, yeah.
Yeah, he was on TSM and then he got switched for... I forgot, whatever. Anyways, we are loaded into the game. We do have Fleet Footwork on Cassidy and he was like to stay alive in the lane.
Interesting for the Syndra Arcane Comet. Usually you see Electrocute, but I think it's actually a nice switch up. Why is it every time I speak there's a sudden awkward silence, boys? Come on, come on.
You are saying the interesting stuff, so we need to think about what
you're giving us insight. You're like making us think of life and its value.
Shen is going for the Fleet Footwork again. I'm not sure what's the idea behind that. I think there are better rune choices because, well, I guess Syndra can poke you, and Jinx the previous game could poke you as well. But come on, your Shen having a Senna will heal you. How much poke is gonna be needed for you? Olaf? Are you okay?
Olaf?
The sub
Okay.
didn't start this breaker there.
Why is he walking back?
He's going for the axe! That's my favorite player. Okay, it's me and the fan.
Oh god, and he has yet another fanboy here confirmed.
I thought I'm the only player that goes for the axes to int. Okay, that was nice.
Well, that's the shock books.
With the minions spawning and running back into the lane, I'll leave you guys to the cast here. Alex and Magic on the cast today, as we see yet another ward placed at the chickens.
Okay, hopefully Olaf... okay, he does have the Oracle, so he's gonna clear 2 wards, the one at the Raptors and the one in the mid lane. If he remembers the wards are there. That's actually gonna give him pretty good XP.
Well, both junglers getting a slight leash. Obviously, the bot lane is going to be heading back first, due to the fact there were 3 people at that buff. Olaf left to deal with that ward, as you said, over on the all-famous chickens. And I don't know why we're watching this bot lane. It's going to be so boring, in my opinion. Unless something amazing happens.
Yeah, the camera just goes to bot lane because there are 4 people in the bot lane non-stop, so it detects more action, I guess. But bot lane is usually just boring until 5 people teleport there. Well,
I think the top lane's going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, they will have to fight a lot here in the top lane. And honestly, I expect Wukong to be having the edge over Set.
I would expect so in the early stages, specifically, just because Wukong can just dodge away from a lot of Set's abilities with his clone. And the fact you can get a lot of burst damage down as well. I mean, level 6, I think that Wukong's just going to have
He's
the...
here. He's going for the shock wave, sonic wave. Why shock wave?
Of course, I was talking about a 1v1. Not a 2v1.
1v1. Okay, that's gonna be first blood for Mafia. Shen once again going for the taunt. I saw him going for so many taunts the previous game. I'm just not expecting
Rinse and
anything.
repeat. Nope, Sonic Wave misses.
Okay, Olaf in the bot lane trying to go for the Shen, but he can. He's going for the X again. Let's go.
You love this guy right now.
Yes.
In the mid lane. And that's the burst damage on the Pantheon in the early game. He may fall off late, but in the early game casted he will wreck you. Damn, there's fights everywhere right now. Can't keep up. And by Wukong, if you get flashed on. Nope. No. Mafia didn't commit the flash. I think that was actually the right play.
And he doesn't have teleport. His jungler is
Nope.
bot side. He cannot help him. So he's gonna have to try and survive under the turret so he doesn't lose XP.
Yeah. That's basically what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to hold the reset so he doesn't have to miss out on all this XP. But if that face breaker lands on you, you can almost be guaranteed that Mafia will be going for you.
He's gonna be caught in the stance. He will be able to get away. Olaf can maybe go for an X. He's not gonna go for it, as Shen will get away with a pretty stylish play.
Andy, I wanted more axes, man. Come on. Where's all these damn axes? But Shen, that was actually a pretty good flash with a dash right there to get out to safety. Played it pretty well. Key ladder, you're dead, mate. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it's getting really, really low in the top lane. Maybe Olaf needs to give him some assists so he can turn around the matchup, because Lee Sin helped set a lot here. Oh, he's going for the flash face breaker into Haymaker, and that's gonna be a kill. Highlander will actually flash for the kill under the turret. Now Shen is getting really low. The camera switches to mid lane for some reason.
I mean, it switched over to mid so quickly I didn't quite see what happened in the bot lane, apart from the Lulu got the kill. It's not the ideal person you want to get it on, but that is the Senna dead. But this top lane, Key Ladder, you had a good game with the Wukong last game. This one's going a bit rough for you, man.
Yeah, Killadder had the edge in the first game, but now he's struggling a bit as Arclid saw that he is a key player
in the mid lane. Goodbye, Kassadin.
But the Ignite is still ticking. It's gonna take him down. Young Prodigy getting the solo kills going once again. I think he got like 3 solo kills the previous game.
I didn't see the very beginning of the previous game, so I didn't see any of those solo kills, but on the Pantheon, this is what you want to be doing. You want to be 20, 30 CS up in the Kassadin, and you want to be getting some solo kills against it in the bot lane, however.
Ooh, Lulu is actually the hyper carry here, I think, as she does so much damage with her auto attacks. She is still going for the Shen. He is in the alcove. She doesn't know where she's going. Senna is actually losing this 1v1 with Lulu. I guess Lulu is just OP, the polymorph.
Alright, we were
will go
complete.
down. No,
Oh
she's
my
using
gosh.
the heal. Now Shen will get a taunt. Haymaker will not deal enough damage. Syndra is on the run. Lulu is going for the kill on Senna.
What is this game?
What
What is
is
this
going on?
game?
Okay, go Lulu, go. Lulu can get it, right? Nope.
Oh.
Seth is just gonna
Slam dunked.
smash her into the wall. He's going for more. He does want more. Haymaker is gonna miss.
Oh, and Shen's here for the party as well.
Okay, but Olaf says, nope, it's not over. I have my axis. I want to go for nothing.
Does anyone else want to come to the bot lane party? Or okay, no, there's no more TPs. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Haymaker again.
I can't deal with this now.
With the spear. Young Prodigy will get himself one more kill. What did I just witness?
You know something, Alex? This team fight has gone on so long. This Lulu is now back in lane. What is this game? I mean, anyone else want to join the party in the bot lane? No? Okay, good. What is this game?
I'm not sure, man. Like, it's just such a fiesta. It's even more of a fiesta than first game, I think.
To be honest with you, I can't really give you any color casting on that one because it was kind of too frantic to really identify. Highlander, you may be a hyper carry Lulu, but not against a Shentorn. Goodbye. What is this game? Anyway, back to the Rift. Olaf's on the Drake, Lee Sin's on his red buff, and everyone's finally gone their separate ways.
And the
Children.
game is even.
Well, if anyone wanted a Fiesta game too, you got it.
Man, I'm not sure what this is happening here.
I need a drink right now after that play.
Yeah, sure, go for it. As we see Wukong going for one more trade onto Set, he is willing to go for these trades now even more because he did get his level 7. He is the same level as Set, as he had to go into bot lane and use his Haymaker like 5 times. And I think it's like 15 seconds cooldown. Oh, listen,
what a kick.
Chen here, the taunt is gonna hit. Pantheon is not gonna get away, and that's huge shutdown for Kaiser.
That was a brilliant kick, just absolutely nailed the Pantheon on the other side of the lane. No way to escape, and donates the kill over to the Kassadin. The Kassadin is going to be feeling a lot happier right now, and Highlander is just having fun.
Okay. Lulu is really having a lot of fun in this game as Shen gets back to bot lane.
Oh man, if only it was Arden Sensor matter, right?
Yeah. It's fine. She can just build glimpses.
Herald was picked up on the top side for Rocket Core, so they're probably going to take it to the top side, just get this even further ahead while plating is still around. I wouldn't be surprised, because Keyladder is just currently always pushed under his turret. Without his teleport, he would be getting nowhere on this map. And Pantheon is just continuing to just harass this Kassadin despite that kill. I mean, it's just such an even game in so many regards, apart from the top lane. And it's just an absolute clown fiesta. Like, when's the next bot lane play? Like, somebody give me a timer. So I can prepare mentally.
In this game, it's Rocket Core who need the win more to keep them alive in the series, because Imports already got themselves the win. So I guess the pressure is more on Rocket here.
I mean, they're doing all right in this game so far, in my opinion. I think Lee Sin's done all right, considering how much we were criticising the pick. I think he's done okay. Yes, he's down in CS, but in my opinion, he's made more plays, and Kassadin...
Okay, this time the Ignite will not take down Kassadin, but maybe the Spear will, as everyone else is collapsing on Pantheon. That's gonna be 1 kill for Allurian. Olaf in the top lane, I'm not sure what happened in the top lane, but yeah, he used the Ragnarok.
I'm actually okay with that play from Young Prodigy. He saw 3 members coming in behind him. He said, I was dead anyway, I might as well just flash Q for the kill on the Kassadin. So I'm actually alright with that play, considering he knew he was dead. Just get one in return.
No Haymaker for Mafia.
Your Axeman!
Wukong has to run away, but I guess the Axeman can get the kill here. We'll give it to Killander, as Sat also wanted to give it to him, I guess.
I'm going to be honest with you, that flash from Keyladder to get out of the way of that ultimate landing and then just dashing back into Q, and that was actually great reflexes from Keyladder. This shows why he's one of the best tops in the league. And that kick goes slightly awry though, and here comes the
Pantheon will be right here. Young Prodigy will take down Arcolid. Now they're maybe looking to go for more. Pantheon is still full HP. He does have his passive stacked, so he can have an empowered W that will instantly stack the Conqueror, but maybe they just want some plates. Yeah, they're peaceful.
I mean, this Pantheon is actually huge at this point in the game. Yes, he falls off, but at this stage of the game, 11 minutes, he is actually huge. And your favourite Axeman is going in on the Shen, but Shen should just be able to dodge out.
Yep, Axe is not gonna connect, that's why you gotta run it down under turrets to collect them back.
You know, whenever I'm casting with you now, Alex, I'm just gonna call anyone with Olaf your favourite Axeman.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I think Kassadin is gonna lane with the Senna now, which I don't really understand why. I guess Pantheon is just a bit too hard for him. That's gonna give him less XP, but at least he can get the gold.
Yeah, that's an extra 320 gold for the set in the top lane. I mean, this top lane is just rolling for Rocket right now.
Shen is gonna use the ultimate onto Kassadin, but the nice stun from Band will keep them away. Olaf is here to protect them.
Drake is coming up in 14 seconds. It will be a mountain Drake, hotly contested. Lee Sin is on the top side though. Lee Sin is not down here, but it looks like Imports are going to give them the time with a reset.
Yeah, for now, no team is gonna start it. I think Shen actually started it. Olaf will spot them Lee Sin is in the mid lane. He is walking towards the Drake. Cousin is trying to shove the middle wave, but he's left all alone. Maybe Pantheon can go for a trade now.
I mean, Pantheon kind of has to, but this Drake is going to fall over to Rocket Nova unless a miracle happens here. But this Senna's gone.
Take down the Senna. He will try to go for more as Pantheon is getting close. That's gonna be a double kill in a 1v3. My favorite Axeman will flash to the Lulu for the shield, going back in, giving the kill to Pantheon. That was so good from It's Me Andy.
Well, they lost the Drake, but they won the fight, and that just puts them a nice, tasty 2k gold ahead. And to be honest with you, Mafia's feeling kind of upset at this point. He's like, I've done my job in the top lane, where's my team? Oh yeah, they're all dead.
Happens. Well, at least he got a Drake from his team, as he's building a lot of armor, and the Mountain Drake will help him. Shen is trying to defend the turret in the 1v2. Meanwhile, Wukong in the top lane will be assisted by Young Prodigy to take down the Mafia.
That's Young Prodigy's 6th kill of the game. He's getting big. He hasn't even completed his first item yet. How has he not done that? And there's a fight in the jungle between your favourite Axeman and the Blind Man. Ends in a draw, but here comes the Kassadin.
Okay, Kassadin will probably pick this kill up, unless Lee Sin is a jungler like me. Okay, Lulu shield will be massive, but not massive enough. I thought that would actually transition into another kill for Olaf.
I mean, we're just laughing at this game, because how can you commentate a game like this? It's just such a fiesta. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's just so random.
Like, casters just surrender at this point in the game. We're just like, we don't know what's happening anymore. Just accept it.
Yeah, and he's building... What is he building? He got some HP for Road of Ages, I suppose. Then he got the armor from Seeker's Arm Guard. And then tier for Seraphs? He's starting 3 items, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure which item he's going for first. I mean, I could see a mixture that he could go for, but I don't know. I don't know Kassadin well enough. I mean, I play a little bit of mid lane here and there, but I'm an AD carry myself, so don't ask me, mate. I ain't got a
It's
clue.
already 15 minutes, but he's still building towards the Rod of Ages, and I'm thinking it will maybe not stack this game.
I mean, with the Blasting Wand as well, what does that build
Yeah,
into?
it will be Rod of Ages.
Yeah,
but
Rod
it's
of
going to be
Ages.
such a late Rod of Ages.
It'll be interesting to see if he goes like a full glass cannon Kassadin. Like, that would be insane, like full death cannon and
is
everything.
going to be caught by X-Men once again. Lulu will be there to assist him, but they cannot go for more as they spot 4 people.
The Viking Axeman, yeah. Axeman does what he does. It looks like he's going to go for another Herald. Plates are down now, so it's not going to give you as much value, but it's still going to give you some pressure on the map. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm Lulu. I'm stepping forward. Who gives a care?
Oh, he didn't get a controller. Maybe, okay, he did go back for it. He did finish the last hit on a controller. Wukong and Set in the top lane are just punching each other.
Kind of what you expected. I mean, it's just an all-out. It's just an all-out UFC brawl up here. The ultimate from Wukong comes out, but then there's the
Haymaker does too much
haymaker.
damage, but it's not enough. Set wants to go for more. He will speed up with Q. Lulu and Olaf are there to stop him on his track. Killander will get away for now. And maybe he wants to go for the kill. Lulu will save him and he will get it. Nope. Lulu gets it.
No idea what happened on the bot side. Obviously, a 2v1
Kassadin
happened.
just got 700 gold. He can
I'm
be
done,
the
I'm done
I guess.
commentating on this game, man. It's too hectic. I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's so much stuff happening at the same time.
Anyway, thanks to this Herald, as I said, they do have pressure in the top side. It does Imports, so they are currently winning this game in the gold department. It's going to get another charge of this tower. This could be 2 towers gone. This could be TP wasted. It's a TP
Yep,
wasted.
That was Set TP.
Yeah, that's a TP wasted in my opinion, and that is a lot of damage. Oh,
He does
Just
get
go
away for
away.
now.
gotta beware that Syndra damage, man.
Yeah.
Syndra's outplay button just not quite strong enough there to kill off the very tanky Shen. with the Titanic Hydra. But it nearly did, and it took Shen out of the lane. Just allows Syndra to push.
Actually
Reset.
taking a bit of a late back because the Drake is spawning in 5 seconds. She's actually gonna cancel her back and just go towards the Drake.
Yep, just for all the viewers, this is going to be an Ocean Soul. So very good for either team in this situation. I mean, either team would absolutely love it. And it's going to be Imports that get the first nab at it, due to the fact they have Prio bot, they have Prio mid, and they have the numbers advantage because Rocket Nova took a reset. So your favorite Axeman is just going to knock that one down like it's a piece of wood. And that is a lot of damage from that Syndra, my goodness.
Yeah, she can all by herself in the middle in push waves, and then the other members of the team can just focus on the bot lane and top lane, push all 3 waves. I don't know, it feels like both teams play for scaling, but
They're acting like they're early game teams.
Imports should actually look to like snowball this game. They're playing it so slow, I don't know.
I mean, it's a complete clown fiesta. I don't think either team knows what to expect from either team at this point. I mean, you got Highlander who's got 3 kills as a hyper Lulu. Although, if that taunt lands, this could be
And
dangerous.
he's gonna be caught in the middle of 2 people. He's trying to run away. Kassadin does have the dashes. He's gonna use another one. The slow is not gonna
good
connect.
flash.
Yep, that was an amazing flash, but now Dragon Rage is gonna have to back off as Pantheon is protecting the... How do we call Lulu? Lulu? No, that's boring. The Witch.
Right, so we're at. Okay, goodbye.
The ultimate from Syndra
the
will not
healing.
be enough as Listin is there to save her. Olaf will be slowed down. But it's fine. He's X-Man.
Right, 20 minutes into this game. Who do you think is going to win?
I have no idea.
You're still not confident on that bet for Jason, then. Right.
Yeah, I mean, his team is a bit ahead, but I bet for blue, so I kind of want blue to win.
Yeah, I mean, we all want a game 3, especially if it's going to be like this. I mean, if you're viewing it, it's an absolute fun clown fiesta. If you're commentating on it, it is completely different. Who got that buff right there? Oh, the Kassadin did. And Lulu, I think you're dead. No, Lulu's going to get out, I think. No, she doesn't. What gets her? And Olaf, man, you're dead. And that's a double kill for the
that's gonna
Kassadin.
be double kill. Yeah.
And that Kassadin is now feeling very healthy with a good amount of gold in his pocket. And they're actually going to go for the Baron. That's all right considering Olaf
I think
is
I
down.
kind of trolled Jason.
Oh,
maybe
goodbye,
not,
Shen.
as the scene right here. We have the teleport from the Wukong. Wukong is really strong. He can do a lot here if he gets into the Baron
If
pit.
Wukong gets into this pit, this could be huge.
He's in the
Oh, that's
middle
a
of everyone.
beautiful
That's a
knockout.
4-man knockup. Band will get the first kill. They are going for more. Shen will not get away as the Ignite will take him down. Senna is trying to run, but how much farther can she get? The flash will maybe save her. Also, the root will help a lot.
I mean, Rocket Nova went for the ballsy play. They went for the Baron, that flank from Kilada with that 3-man knockup on the ultimate. Just allowed Imports just to close that gap ridiculously, and the set was just not in that fight. He just got immediately one-shot from the Unleashed power. And now it's Imports who have their fun with the Baron. I mean, TP's coming
Imports are
through.
going for the Baron. We have teleport in the back. Olaf is going straight for the Kassadin. Kassadin doesn't have enough mana, but he does have the blue buff onto him. It's still not enough. He does need to hit some Ws to get some mana back. Shen is really tanky. He's gonna survive for a bit more. That was such a huge phase breaker from Seth. He's going for more. The Wukong is getting away, but Olaf will not. My X-Man is dead. And I think we will have another team go for Baron now.
This game. But that haymaker from Seth was absolutely ridiculous. What's that ability that like grabs them towards you when it's on both sides and gets like an automatic stun? He did 4 of them right there. That is ridiculous. Oh yeah, it's the face breaker, isn't it?
Yeah, the E is phase breaker and the W is haymaker.
Mafia just completely won the fight, but I think you're dead now, mate.
Oh, okay. This is such a fiesta. Like, So many kills are happening, but nothing is actually getting out of the kills. Maybe just Kassadin getting closer to his level 16. But for now, he's gonna have to run away.
What is this game? I mean, everyone wants the Baron, but nobody's finishing it. I mean, Drake's coming up in 20 seconds. That's going to be the next fight. But it is Imports who have control over it. So I think it's going to be another Drake for Imports because they're going for the reset on the side of Nova. They're just giving this one up. But it's just such a bloody fight. Mafia is doing everything he can to set up his team, and he's doing it well. But that death in the jungle, that's just simply being too cocky, I think.
Well, I'm not sure the Drake will be contested. It looks like not. Wukong is actually sitting at the Krugs. He's clearing the Krugs. Okay. And Shen is clearing the other Krugs.
I mean, trade for trade, right?
Trade for trade. Cross map plays from both teams.
What can you do, man? What can you do? Who would have thought in game 2 it would be this bloody? It would be 24 minutes and there's only a 1.5k goal difference. Who would have thought that? I mean, it's just such a fun game to watch, but when you're trying to commentate it, it's just like, where do you look? But it is an absolutely enthralling game, and credits Rocket Nova, they've come out fighting. Yes, they're still slightly behind Imports here, but they do scale pretty well. You have to keep that in mind. In the bot lane, however, this Wukong is no longer as weak as it once was set, and the Conqueror is now procced, the Ultimate's procced. That's a good face breaker though, and that's could be a good haymaker if he lands it. Shen is coming in.
He didn't see that. He flashed for nothing. Mafia will pick that one up. That was good synergy.
Elada is just feeling so upset right there. He's like, yes, I got this kill. Nope, Shen's here. But in the mid lane, back to the action, no time for respite. This mid lane tower will go, and they'll probably turn for the Kassadin actually.
Okay, Kassadin is alone. He will manage to dash away. Listen will not hit the Sonic Wave. Imagine if he hit that, went in, barely survived, then I don't know.
I mean, you could have safeguarded Kassadin.
Oh my god. Okay, Kassadin level 13. He is getting level 16 and then blue in, right?
That's the idea. I mean, that's what Kassadin does. I mean, he does. Is that an Archangels? I think that is.
Yeah, Archangel stuff.
No, it's a Seraph's Embrace. That
yeah,
Kassadin has.
the upgrade is Seraphs. Yep, indeed.
Yep. So Kassadin is feeling pretty happy right now. 7 stacks on the Rod of Ages, 8 I should say. Just changed. Kassadin is actually level pretty much only 300 gold down on this ridiculously fed Pantheon. So, you know what? I think despite the early game, Kiza's actually done alright, but can you 1v1 a Wukong at this point? I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, he's gonna try really hard to win that 1v1 as Wukong has the most balanced item in the game, Death Dance.
Pantheon, I'm pretty sure you're dead, unless Syndra pulls off a miracle.
Lulu, why are you walking alone there when you saw that Kassadin is there? I guess, she's actually baiting as Olaf is going, but meanwhile we see the fight in the bot lane. Pantheon will go down. Shen will pick that one up. Syndra is trying to get some damage off. She will be healed by Lulu. Kassadin will take her down. Kaiser is going for more. Lee Sin will pick that one up. Haymaker is gonna miss. Olaf is in the middle of everyone. He flashes forward. He will get the kill on Senna. It's worth it.
I'm not too sure about that, considering you've got 4 members dead, only Keylada is alive, he's in the base. This is going to be Baron for Rocket Nova. That was a great team fight from Kaiser in the mid lane. Especially on that flank, just absolutely taking the Syndra out of the fight. You took the Lulu out of the fight as well. It just allowed you just to walk up and just kill them. Redemption's coming down. It does go to Rocket Nova. We had a second where our heart was in our mouths, but it does go over to Rocket Nova. And this game is on a knife's edge.
Yeah, we have 32 kills. The gold lead is finally in the side of Rocket Core. And we have another Ocean Drake in 1 minute, which if Imports manage to get that soul, I think they still have some hope. But if they don't, then I guess they just lose. And that's how you have to look at this game, I guess.
I mean, it is so close. This game is on an absolute knife edge, but the Soul could be so good for Imports that, Rocket Core just can't let them get it. But with the Baron, they should be able to quickly get lane Prio over the mid and bot lane and hopefully be able to get Prio over the Drake. Kassadin's going top lane, but he does have TP. But then again, so does the Wukong. Wukong is resetting though.
Yeah, and I really like this Kassadin versus Wukong. Okay, let's see the fight. Olaf is going to hit the Lee Sin. He doesn't seem to be doing any damage though. Kassadin will teleport. He is trying to go for the backline. Lee Sin will be the first one to pick one kill. Kassadin is just so strong, like you cannot do anything to him anymore.
I mean, Kaiser's now got 3 items and he just got 2 kills, I think, right there. So he's a pretty fed Kassadin. He's got 1,000 gold in his pocket. He's got 40 Stag Rod of Ages. He's got a Saf's Embrace and he's got Zhonya's. This Kassadin is 1 level away from getting the level 3 ultimate as well. And with that CDR, this Kassadin is now officially online.
Well, they are looking to push the mid lane now. The inhibitor will surely go down here. I'm sure they won't go for more, but maybe they can look to get top or bot turrets.
As middle inhibitor gone, the Drake did go down to Acrolite, so Soul not yet secure for imports. And I say that it's getting harder and harder though for them to secure this Soul because suddenly Rocket Cornova have out of nowhere a 5k gold lead, and they have Prio pretty much over, I'm going to say 80% of the map.
Alright, they will group in the bot lane. Lee Sin is trying to go for the Sonic Wave, but he's gonna hit the minion, not the Lulu. I mean, I can understand the confusion.
I mean, we were criticizing this Lee Sin. Look how many assists he's got. He has set this team up for success. Acrolite on this Lee Sin is actually very impressive. And some of his kicks have actually been quite incredible. I mean, I think the biggest problem for imports here is the fact most of your kills are on your Pantheon, which after 2 to 3 arms falls off anyway.
Wukong is going in. He's gonna be dragged into the middle of everyone. Allurian will be the first one to get a kill. Now the Retinue are trying to go back, but Kassadin is chasing after them. Lulu is down. Now he has to press the stopwatch under the turret. Shen is getting really low, but he will tank some damage for his team to get out. That's 3 kills.
I mean, this Kassadin is suddenly becoming huge. Kassadin is recalling with 2,400 gold in his pocket. He is now well ahead of his mid lane. The top lane is winning. The jungle is even. The bot lane is winning. I think imports are going to struggle to win this game out from it just because of the pure scaling of this level 16 Kassadin.
Yeah, and the Kassadin is kind of hating on the little witch. He chased her under the turret, ignoring 3 people there.
When you're a Kassadin with that much AP and as long as you can pretty much do what you want, especially when you got your team behind you protecting you like that, tanking up the tower for you, allowing you to get out pretty easily. But as I was saying before that ridiculously hectic fight, I'm surprised you managed to commentate on it. I think the issue here for imports, they've got 8 kills on a Pantheon. But look at his deaths now. He's now got 5 deaths. He has fallen off so hard since his Kassadin's now scaled. I mean, look at this Kassadin. It's now got a Void Staff. This Pantheon can't fight this Kassadin.
Yeah, honestly, they miss a bit of DPS.
Man. I mean, we've seen so many teams try Kassadin and it never actually pulls off due to one reason or another. But this game, it is working.
Okay, I know Olaf seems to be doing so little damage. I guess he's not ahead enough.
Well, that's the other issue with an Olaf, isn't it? In the early game, it's amazing, and like a Pantheon, in the later game, it just slowly peels off. And this Wukong is actually going back in on the Kassadin. That is dangerous.
He's trying something there, but he's just gonna go down. Seth's trying to go for more. That's gonna be 1 more kill for Kassadin. That's gonna be the double kill. Going for the triple kill. He can get a quadra kill, but the Penta is already gone. It is gonna be the quadra kill, and they will look to end the game. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get the points from Jason.
I mean,
Yeah,
Kaiser
he did.
just went absolutely huge. Here's the surrender. They're not even going to let them destroy the Nexus. Kaiser with a quadra kill. I think the pen was slightly stolen from him there, but you know what? Rocky Cornova leveled the series up 1-1, and that is what I call a good showing. What a crazy game.
Yeah, and we have game 3.
Man.
Your points.
Oh man, I'm actually broke now.
Sorry.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
I need to climb up somehow, you know?
Yes. Ooh.
I
But
just
looking
wanna
at
know
this
how
damage,
much
reducing
damage.
Kassadin, damn. As well as Cinder. Yes, late game, Kassadin has paid out.
That is.
I don't even want to do this anymore, but just for the sake of seeing how poor I am now. Oh yikes. I'm so broke.
It's my first day betting in a first after 2 games.
Yeah, guess where you got this 400 from?
Thank you, thank you. That's how you take the leaders. Leader.
Yeah, lead
The-
delete.
something.
Delete is.
The lead.
Yeah.
I mean, to summarize that game, it was so even and so fun to watch until suddenly Kassadin hit level 16 and suddenly the game turned into what used to be known as Kassad Win. Definitely happened, but Kaiser played incredibly well in that Kassadin despite how far behind he was put in the early game. He just scaled and scaled and scaled. Well, he did the rest in the late game. He said, "Thank you, team, for surviving and going even. Now it's time for me to take over."
Yeah. Well, with taking over, indeed, it's also time for me to take over and head you guys right into a little break coming through here. 2 minutes, 45 seconds exactly. We'll be right back as soon as this one has gone over. So grab snacks, because if game number 1 was fun and you did think game number 2 was a complete entertainment, and game number 3, I will I'll guarantee you that this will definitely be a blast. So turn on in with some snacks, with a little cold drink, and yeah, let's have a look at what Rocket Cornova and Imports have in mind for game number 3 in exactly 3 minutes and 15 seconds on the dot. And there we go. Welcome back everybody here to the TG Diamond League, live on Connecting Esports, live on Twitch, on Mix, as well as on YouTube Gaming. We are here checking out game number 3, been between none other than, of course, Imports versus Rocket Conova, and they have given us a 1 for their money, because most definitely one of the most exciting series I have seen so far. And yeah, what did you think, Alex and Magic, besides, of course, boosting Alex to place number 1 in the top 10 here?
Thank you very much.
I'll get back to you when I have a proper description of that absolute clown fiesta.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. It was so troll. I don't even know if the teams have like a strategy that they follow, or they just try and go for place.
They were going for stream place. Oh, arrow joining code. Hello, is lobby full? If so, let them know to make space for me, otherwise they cannot stream. Yeah, cannot join. It's sad. Just message one of the guys.
There you go, you guys should be able to join now. They had all these spaces occupied. Wait, where's Alex?
I'm here. Wait, I need the code. I didn't get it.
Hey, you know the needle?
Mode.
Oh. Well, we have the virtual dove already sent to us, and we're ready to show that one. So let me just quickly
I
change.
Get in there, Alex.
Can I make space for you? Yeah, no, you get in, Alex. Didn't have you
Yeah,
in my
wait, I
friend
just
list?
need to get the code from Challenger mode.
I did have it. Need it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give it to me?
Yes.
There you go, Mr. Jujuba.
Oh.
Thank you.
Eating.
He's cheating.
Oh yes, we are ready for virtual draft, so let me switch over to that real quick, as we do see imports already getting out the Vladimir here. And then, of course, followed by now the Yumi ban by Rocket Conova. As always, nothing out of the unusual.
No, nothing massively out of the unusual. Will we see another Lee Sin? Is going to be my question.
Well, with Rek'Sai banned, I do believe that opens up yet another listen possibility.
Yeah, if it does, Trundle is gone as well. And there's the Darius from Imports, showing respect to Mafia.
Yeah, having the best top laner in the top lane apparently is not enough if you have a Darius on the enemy team.
Yep, I mean, Key Ladder is probably the best top laner in the league. I mean, he is a master for a reason.
Okay, once again we have Shen. I
Yeah.
do not like that.
Well, what do you mean? Once again, it's first time imports picking Shen.
The reason why I like Shen here is for one reason. Key Ladder is known for his Shen. He made his name in this league on his Shen. I mean,
No,
I'm pretty sure me and Jason, or was it the other one I'm thinking
That was
of?
Andy. No, of course it was Keylada making his name on Shen.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now finally him being on this Shen will most likely give us yet another beautiful show in this top lane. We might have game number 1, Wukong absolutely smashing the enemy. And
He
the
was
Shen...
just like, I'm tired of versing my own favorite champion. I'm going to play him myself.
Yeah, let me play him. Let me actually show you how to play Shen. As they do see, most likely the set top lane here picked up by Rocket Conova. And the Kama, I do like this. So they're going for most of the cases. I think this is a different style, considering they have a bit more shielding speed up, which will help, of course, the set already who has been picked up. But also very difficult champion to execute, both of these. And we do finally see a Volibear coming to Twitch that has been acknowledged. We have a Volibear.
There we go. Finally, we have the bear on the rift. We're
The
gonna
bear
have
comes-
Thunders.
Syndra as well. I'm actually liking this draft with Impulse. It actually works quite well when you see how they can layer all their abilities on top. But I do like the Karma set as well. As you said, Karma just gives you a lot of utility that the team can use. And it's going to be Lee Sin. Alright, where's the Olaf?
You know, I have some friends that are like silver, and my tips for them when they play solo queue is just if you have listen on your team, dodge. Because no listens in silver are good. But I know he's not silver, so maybe this listing is gonna be good. It was pretty good in the second game, and it seems like it's a comfort pick for Arcolite, so why not?
That is very true. I mean, they're only hovering it at this point, so we will have to see. No, it's going to be the Sejuani, so going a bit more of a team fighting tank right here for.
Yeah, and it does
Awesome.
synergize so well with Set. I do like it.
I actually do like it. I'd throw it over the Lee Sin, actually, despite Arcolite's ridiculous Lee Sin performance in Game 2. He's deciding he's not going to try his luck 3 times. He's going to go for the Sejuani, go for the tank, and go for the solid engage that RCN already have with their decent amount of engage. And Casa Win is off the board.
Oh yeah, they indeed banned Castlin. I guess they didn't want to pick it, so they just got rid of it. So RCN won't get their hands on it. Now we still have Wukong being open and not picked. Also Mordekaiser if they want to go for that. But I guess the top laners are already locked up, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's been one of those evenings now. But the Lulu and the Janna are gone. I actually like the Lulu ban. I think that finally gives us a bit of something different in the bot lane. Hopefully traditional lady carries. Hope. Caitlyn is still up and around. She has been
Senna
one of
is
the
open.
main picks. What did you say?
Senna is open.
Please don't say that. Ariana's going to be banned out as well, deciding they don't want to deal with any of Kaiser's shockwaves. Because even in the game they lost on the Oriana, Kaiser still played very well with some of those shockwaves. So Kaiser is actually turning out to be quite a dominant mid laner, especially on that Kassadin. I mean, that guy's probably going to get Kassadin banned against him forever now after that performance. But it is going to be interesting because Vayne, I actually like that against a Volibear Shen. I think that works quite well. It's just a matter of the only thing is I'm kind of concerned that imports are just going to pick up Caitlyn and just have a free laning phase.
Yeah, they can go for the Caitlyn Morgana here. And then they just send Volibear in the jungle and Shen top lane.
So again, they're kind of going for this exact same type of comp that they went for last game with the scaling element, except this time it's in the
It's a lot
AD
more
carry.
DPS.
Yeah, it's more in the AD carry position this time rather than the mid lane. But if this is calm support, it could our mid laner could still well be in question. And there's the old fun center. Yay. My favorite champion. No, it's not, trust me.
You know, Senna is open.
Damn you, Alex. Question is, what else are they gonna pick? Because if Volibear does go into the jungle, you could say Syndra bar with Senna and then something else in the mid lane. No, we're going to go for far more hot and spicy. It's going to be the man with the greatest mustache ever. It's going to be the Draven.
Okay, they recognize they cannot win in late game versus the Vayne with any other marksman, so they just go for the Draven and they're trying to snowball this game. Oh, but will it work? I'm not sure.
So basically the name of this game for imports is, I actually like the composition because now it actually kind of makes sense with the Draven. You got the Shen ultimate, you got a Volibear, you got a Senna, and you got a Draven. What does that signal to you? Dive the bot lane. Just
Yeah, go
dive it.
You're scared of Vayne late game? Don't let her get to late game. Easy counterplay.
Easier said than done, let me tell you.
Well, maybe... Ooh, they still need to pick a champion. Wait.
They're taking their
Azir?
time over this one. I mean, Isaiah wouldn't actually be bad.
Okay.
Okay, I'm actually okay with that. Sending the Karma mid lane into Syndra. I think Karma does fine into Syndra, especially in the early lane. You can get Karma roaming with her speed. This Leona, though, just makes things very spicy. I mean, this Leona basically sends this team fighting from Rocket Nova over the top. I mean, how many ultimates can you just layer on top of each other in a team fight? It's ridiculous. Like, if imports ever get into a 5v5 in the late game with RCN, good luck winning it.
You know what? I think blue side is broken, so I'm gonna bet on blue again.
You're always betting wherever the center is, aren't you?
True.
I mean, the later this game goes, the harder it is going to get for Impulse. So if they do not smash this bottom lane, they're going to have issues.
Well, let's see them speedrun this draft. And then we will get into the game.
Yep, and this time I will not let you in my points. So you
whatever,
betting
just-
100k on blue?
Cut out.
Are you
We
serious?
completely agree.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. No
Okay,
questions. Sir.
well, then I have to go with a small, very
That's here. He
courageous
himself on Discord.
bet on.
Did he mute himself on Discord?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Wait, I was muted on Discord. I'm sorry, but I was talking on stream. No worries.
Okay.
We had no idea what you just said.
Everybody heard it. The stream heard it. Just you guys didn't. Don't worry.
Oops.
He's probably plotting to.
We made it
fire
really
us, right?
confusing.
Hey, don't worry, boys. Okay, well, I did bet against you.
Oh, you wanna get my points?
Yes, and now I am pretty much broke.
Okay.
If I lose this bet, I am officially in the 10k department. So that's how you come down from
I'm
300k
bringing
to
you bad
10k.
luck.
Yeah.
You know, saying, Jason, you just sell your PC for some. You know, that'll do.
Wow.
I mean, you have an absolute monster computer. I wish I had it.
I was actually thinking about upgrading and actually cleaning it once. That'd be cool. Haven't cleaned it yet.
Mate. Once you upgrade it, yeah, send all your spare parts that you had previously down to me. I'll take them for
Do you
you.
want an RTX 2070? I'm selling
Fuck
it.
yes, boy. I've only got a 1060. Send it over.
Well, I'm selling it, bro.
Yeah,
Also
one
selling
down.
an exhaust pipe for an Type R.
Ugh,
the
don't start talking to me about cars. It'll go straight over my head.
I'm also selling 2 old gaming phones.
I'm happy with my phone. My phone, I'm happy with.
How you do?
Yes, because I got it at Christmas, and I'm very happy with it. Thank you
I
very
see.
much. Compared to my old 10-year-old Nokia Lumia, it works quite well. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Jason was just cringing at the sound of a Nokia.
Well,
A Windows one as well, I might add. I know, just cringe you up.
Oh no. Said that and now my phone froze. This is not good news.
Even your phone didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'm playing Clash Royale and now I actually lost the game, most likely. Or connection.
Oh, unlucky.
God damn your Wi-Fi, man.
Yes. Wait, the stream is still running, right? Oh, stream, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's working.
Okay, I'm back. I did lose 1 tower though. Unlucky.
I'm sure you'll survive. At least your car's got an exhaust run.
Hey. This is not how we do the things.
Professional cast.
True.
What do you mean professional
That's
cast?
so true.
I'm managing OBS, I'm talking about the game, I'm looking at the game, and I'm playing Clash Royale and winning. So, like, what more do you want, man?
The multitask.
Exactly.
Oh my
Never
God.
say men cannot multitask, bro.
Yeah, but sometimes if you do too many things at once, you lose all your points.
Sure.
Yeah, like Jason suddenly made himself bankrupt from one of the most
Hey, that's
richest
just
positions.
because I didn't realize it was like,
100k.
yeah, like, come on, man.
You lacked the knowledge.
You like the knowledge. Okay.
No.
Things we talk about when we have to wait for spectator, hey man.
Yeah, but I'm really happy about spectator delay, actually. Because in Valorant we don't have that, so we have to stream with delay, and I'm like talking to everybody, and they're just like not hearing me. Oh, GG, I lost the game. But yeah,
You said you were winning.
sorry, what?
You said you were winning.
I was, but then I lost Wi-Fi connections. I don't know why. I'm streaming perfectly fine. My phone was like, no more Wi-Fi, help.
Talk about Alex inting in solo queue on Rammus. Alright then, Alex, tell us. What's your inting in solo queue on Rammus?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
We can all go to op.gg.
Let's
you
not do
don't
that.
want to-
Let's not do that. We don't want to see Pepegas. We already have this TG Diamond link at our
maybe
hands.
I built Gunblade on Rammus, maybe. And
I
then
mean,
maybe
I support
Platilo.
that, because then the ultimate does more damage, right?
Yeah. What's wrong
Spare
with
your
building Gunblade in Platilo?
Alex, have you seen chat? Spare your brain cells. Don't look at this.
There's no such thing as plat elo, bro. There's only diamond and the rest is normal games.
Exactly. So yeah, we get into the game, right?
Yes, 10 years later. We have indeed managed to get into the loading screen, so we can work at the runes here. Ooh, Karma running the area here in the mid lane. Press the attack on the Vayne, Aftershock Leona on the bottom lane. Sejuani Aftershock as well, and then press the attack on It Me and the Volibear's impression here, doing the big war as we join into the game. And of course, press the attack on Draven. What is this? Oh, Glacial Augment on Senna and Grasp of the Undying in the top lane versus a Conqueror on the set. And of course, in the end, there's Syndra to finish it off. Young Prodigy with the Electric Hit once again, like in game number 1. Like in game number 1 as well, a lot of pinks into the bottom lane.
One thing I've noticed about this game is the amount of pressy attacks. They're everywhere.
Maybe they're just pressing to attack the enemy.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Okay, let's quickly switch over to our in-game here, as we do see 5-man stack in the bottom lane. This time around we do have a ward in the Tribush, so they will not find a person, just a ward. And very smart play by Imports, actually reading game number 1 perfectly, adapting and overcoming the enemy. I'm just surprised that Killad is not moving already for a deep port on the other side. Thank you so much for the follow, Mr. I cannot even read that. Wheezy EU Wests. Damn.
I like the. What I do like the fact is the fact Impulse took the advantage that they knew all 5 members were bot, so I got some ward in the red side of the red side jungle. So they're going to know exactly where this Sejuani is going. However, Rocket Nova did put a ward down in the bush on the red buff themselves on the bot side, so they know exactly where both junglers are at this point in the game.
Okay, yeah. So in this game, we did have Lee Sin in the previous games, but in this game, the 2 junglers are better off farming in the early game than ganking, even though they do have good ganks, especially Sejuani in the top lane and bot lane because of the help of Leona. But Volibear, I think, will just look to get to his level 6.
I mean, I think Rocket Nova just want to scale at this point, especially in the bot lane, but they need to keep this bot lane protected because this Vayne doesn't do a tremendous amount of damage at this point in the game. But with the Leona, you should have some good amount of safety. And one thing to notice as well is Senna is running the cleanse, so conscious of the condemn and the stun from Leona, and I like that adaptation. We should hope this game will be slightly slower, but in the bot lane, the root does land. And Leona's in a bit of a precarious situation, but here comes the Sejuani. First Blood 2 Dragon Rage on this Vayne in the top lane. Killad getting bullied a bit by the set in the early game.
Yeah, in the top lane, Killad was smashing in the first game, then second game was not really in his favor, and now Mafia once again is taking the lead. But in the mid lane we kinda saw a trend where Young Prodigy won the early game.
And then Kaiser just stomped the late game for the most part. But in game 1, the whole team of Impulse was just too far ahead. In the top lane again, Killad just continued to get bullied. The E comes out from Draven, should be a good few autos, probably nothing more than that. But they did spot Andy on the ward in the top
Leona
lane.
is trying to go and she's gonna be rooted. Sejuani is here trying to get the stun off. Vayne is gonna be focused now. The stun from Sejuani onto Draven, but it's not gonna be enough damage. She gets another stun, but it's not gonna help for anything. Okay, Leona goes back in. Draven is gonna be stunned down, but Leona is solo. No one is helping her, and that's gonna be passive procced for Draven.
That is going to be the passive proc. And in the top lane, Keyladder actually solo killed Mafia. I don't know quite how that happened in the top lane, but in the bot lane,
It looked like Mafia would win that, but somehow it didn't. And now
Volibear
Volibear
is
is here.
here.
Okay,
TP coming
teleport.
through from the Karma.
Let's see. Killladder tries to dash away. Sat is after him. Karma with the flash will finish off that kill. Now Volibear is in the 1v2. He is a bit of a scary bear, but now he has to back off.
Very good from Nova in the early game to make sure they're trading blow for blow. That was a teleport committed from the mid lane, but that's the advantage of having a mid lane teleport on Kaiser. He is now rolling on this Karma, and they get a nice bit of revenge on the top lane. Karma's are going to find each other, but there is a bear here as well. Scalaway does miss.
The bear will flash, will get the stun into the E. Young Prodigy will pick up that kill. That was such a good read from both Andy and Prodigy.
I mean, it's kind of confusing to me because you saw Andy topside, so you would assume he was still there. And I just find it kind of weird that Kaiser tried to go that way. Yeah, you could probably 1v1 the Syndra, but you need to respect where the jungler is a bit more. But in the top lane, Keyladder's now got a huge wave stacked. Blow for blow in this early game, but it is a 1k gold lead for Imports, which is kind of where they want to be at this stage in the game. Lane's already got a Vampiric Scepter in the bot lane, as well as a Cold, just to get some extra gold funneled in, which I think is fine. Yes, it's been slightly hectic in this early game in terms of the kills already, but it's been more predictable of what's going to happen in this game. And this top lane is going to be it's just so interesting because once Keyladder hits level 6, then suddenly these bot lane ganks that have been happening from Impulse are just going to be that much more threatening. But I think the focus now will probably be the Ocean Drake. No TPs on the top side, keep in mind.
And the game will freeze a bit down, but now the Drake is spawned. Syndra is going for the ultimate. And I think blue team will actually have priority here. Senna will hit the W onto Leona, she cannot go for more, and the Drake is gonna be picked up by Highlander.
Great use of the Senna W right there, just to keep the team where they were. In its top lane, though, Mafia, you are not winning that trade thanks to the... I can't remember what ability that's called on Shen, but it just stops him from taking any damage whatsoever.
Alright, Karma seems to be doing a lot better in the mid lane now. She can just freely push waves with her Qs. And she's actually gonna look for a reset now. Maybe she's gonna finish Athene's on Holy Grail here. Because it's a cheap item, I'm not sure how much gold she got. Okay, no, I'm overestimating it, never mind.
I think she bought an Amplified Tome, which I think was right, just gives a bit more flat AP. I mean, the Syndra doesn't have any MR at this point, so don't see why not. If you don't have enough gold to complete your Athenas, completely fine. Make the best of the situation that you have. In this bot lane, however, this is kind of going as expected, just Imports pushing up constantly at the moment.
Yeah, and honestly, I would like Andy to be here in the bot lane. His ultimate can disable the tower and can help the Draven get even more ahead, but he's actually in the top lane right now, giving the blue buff to Prodigy.
I think, like you, I would expect Andy to be on the bot side, but at the same time, you need to be careful of this mid lane roam from Karma because, and this is exactly what I mean, just seeing in the bot lane, Karma just roaming down, threatening, but this Draven does a lot of damage.
He does indeed get a lot of damage. Karma with the move speed will manage to get away. Volibear with another gank in the top lane. Set really beautifully played there. He just gets out.
Yep, you rode the Volibear train to safety, and that's going to be the end of that play. Andy is here, but he was spotted on the wards, so Mafia is well aware of where Andy is, but so Andy's just going to start up the Rift Herald, knowing he's got a bit prior mid, but they don't know where
Runs
Acolyte is.
2 times, now has to flash away. He is really low. If he dies here, he's gonna lose a lot of stacks. But Shen says no, you're not gonna die. I'm gonna help you, but I'm also gonna get your kill.
And that's what I mean with the sudden appearance of Shen. You think you're in a 2v2, suddenly you're in a 3v2 out of nowhere, and that is what Keyladder does on this Shen. That's what he made himself known for, was these bot lane dives.
Yep, and that's just funneling more gold into Draven. Oh, Highlander just deletes Dragon Rage there, but Sejuani will get one back.
I mean, that was just a bit greedy from Dragon Rage. I think he was just way too low to suffer a Q from Senna. Then to get her passive off as well and just suck that soul out of her. I mean, that's just how you run in a top lane.
We're a top laner, and since when does he just dive set and one-shots him?
I mean, Andy's just like, yeah, it's the opposite jungle gets a kill. Well, I'm going to get a kill instead. And Rift Herald is summoned up in the top side, funneling more gold into Keyladder, which is going to be crucial to get this split pushing and the ultimate up and available quicker. With some CDR, or whatever Keyladder decides to build here. I mean, who knows what he's building right now? Probably a Sunfire, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Sunfire should be a good pickup. As they will almost get the top lane turret, I'm not sure if they can manage to, as Seth is already here. Okay, they will be able, and there's a bit of miscommunication. Okay, Sejuani in the bot lane going for the Draven. Tons coming out from Leona. Draven is so low, one more auto from Vayne will finish the shot, but Arcolite will be the one to get the kill. Highlander gets one back. He's in a 1v2, but he wants to go for more. The flash, that's gonna be the double kill. Sejuani, what can he do alone? Not much. Highlander is going for more. One more auto should be enough, but Sejuani with the Q will get that kill. But that was still so beautifully played from Highlander.
Highlander is doing work in this bot lane. He's keeping this bot lane pretty much rocking and rolling for the side of Imports right now. And Imports are kind of just where they want to be, you know, 3 to 4k gold up at this point in the game. They're feeling pretty happy. Sejuani has now got some more gold under his belt. He's going to get tanky a lot quicker. And this stage, Sejuani is already becoming a bit of a tank. But as you said, Highlander right there, he deserved the triple, in my opinion. Infernal Drake is up, so you can see mid laners starting to roam down somewhat. Just trying to get control of this mid lane. Right now it is Imports that look to have control over it. But if this Karma gets going down, you could get suddenly pincered. TP is up on Mafia in the top side, and he's TPing in. Comes the Shen ult.
Okay, I was a bit late on casting this fight, but let's see. Vayne is getting really low. The shield from Karma will kill her alive for a bit more. The ignite will take her down. Sejuani is trying to go for the Senna. He will be able to get his 5th kill of the game, actually. Volibear with Shen are going for more in the backline. Now let's see how this fight will end, as it will be hard for the blue team to retreat, as Seth is on their way.
Oh, that is just such a good scatter of the week. But here comes Sejuani. Stun doesn't quite land, but I mean, I think the start of that fight in the Dragon Pit was actually very crucial because Sejuani ulted the Draven when they were all caroused in the Dragon Pit, and it just allowed Rocking Over to get somewhat out of the pit, but then you just got Sejuani in the backside. It was just a well played fight from Imports. On both sides, actually, because it was a split fight. You had one fight near the blue buff in the river, and then the other one near the Drake pit. So, very close fight, but it does go the way of Imports in the end, because they got the Drake as well. There is going to be a Cloud soul this game.
Okay, the game slows down a bit. Draven is trying to go for the turret. The turret blitzing have fallen. And yeah, I'm not sure what they are intending to do there now. And isn't it a bit surprising that Sejuani has 5 kills here?
I mean, it is, but at the same time, I don't think Rocking Over are actually going to argue too much, considering how tanky the Sejuani is getting. I mean, Sejuani was so tanky in that last fight, she's just even tankier now, so it's technically not a bad thing, especially if the ultimate's always on point. So it honestly depends how you look at it. If you look at it from the import side, you probably think it's not a terrible thing. But if it was a solo queue game, you'd be saying, why is the Sejuani got all the kills? But okay, I don't even see what happened in the bot side.
No, but Sejuani got 1 more kill. That's onto Draven, and the game is starting to look worse and worse for imports. As,
I mean, they have a 5k gold lead, but they need to extend it further.
yeah, but the key champion that they have, Draven, is not really doing fine. Okay, Shen maybe here with the Senna will manage to get some back. Shen is really strong, does a lot of damage to the Leona, which did a really good flash to dodge away from the Senna ultimate. It's not gonna hit the W. Sejuani will get away with the dash, and they're all back to safety.
So fancy footwork there from Acrolite to ensure he dodged the Senna W, to ensure he wasn't rooted up. But Senna, that cleanse when she was stunned up in the bot lane, she could have very easily died there, but the cleanse saved her life. And now Imports are just going to push down this bot lane, but there is a 3-man here.
Okay, Draven is the one to be focused, but Volibear is left behind. Flashes forward, flashes backwards. I don't know. Haymaker is gonna be it's pretty massive onto 2 members. Volibear is getting really low, but he's gonna get some heal. It's not gonna be enough. Senna doesn't manage to get the last hit. Now Vayne is trying to get something back, but her team is retreating. There's so much lack of communication there. They do not know what they want to do. They have to back away, and the imports are actually on the lead again.
Yeah, that was good from Imports. They managed to get a lot of cooldowns out from the side of Rocket Nova. However, Rocket Nova did come out with the fight win, but due to the turret going down from the Volibear, they do get priority in the bot lane, forcing Rocket Nova back. But there was a kill for Kaiser on the Karma. TP was used mid lane, probably to set up for this dragon that's coming up in 25 seconds. Do have some core itemization coming through for both teams. On Acolyte do now have the Cinderhog as well as the Warmog, so this Sejuani is tanky. However, in the bot lane, my god, I can't even commentate anymore. Draven is gone, followed by the Vayne.
Oh, Cinder's actually still surviving there. How did she live with so little HP for so long? Volibear, meanwhile, is nowhere to be seen, as he didn't have much impact in this fight.
No, I mean, that was a very... That always looked like almost a split fight almost in terms of what they want to do. I'm amazed Syndra survived, but well played to Young Prodigy for doing so. This is going to be a Drake for Imports. This is going to be their 3rd of the game. And now Rockanova have to worry about the next Drake coming in 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes could very easily decide this game.
Yeah. Well, they will get the mid-lane turret finally. It took a while. Oh, okay, maybe not. As okay, the last hit from the minion finishes it off. Draven, nice ultimate, going for more. Volibear will be stopped by Karma as he tried to get more.
I mean, that was such a good W from Senna there, just to stun all of them as they were running at them, and they were able to just turn that fight around. It's just Highlander is just playing the game of his life right now on the Senna. Yeah, he's died 4 times, but he set up his team for success and saved his team on more than a couple of occasions this game.
And I feel like Vayne is not getting enough resources, as we are approaching minute 20 and she's only sitting on the Blade of the ranking, while you are expecting her to have the wingsuits and start dealing crazy amounts of damage to the Volibear in the set. Not Shen.
Rocket
Same
Nova are
champion.
winning these fights when the setup is correct. When you have all the abilities available, or when you have all the ultimates available, and you just layer them on top of another, allow this Vayne to free fire, then they are winning these fights. But Acolyte needs to be there for the engage. He is tanky as hell right now, Acolyte is. You need Acolyte to be your frontline. These last couple of fights, he just hasn't been there. Get Acolyte in these fights, you could very well easily win them.
Yeah, he is pretty much unkillable with the Warmogs and the jungle item right now. Also, the Ninja Tabis will make sure that Shen and Draven and Senna will not do any damage to him. And of course, he can just...
Keylada could get caught.
Keyladder is gonna be caught. Mafia will use the Phase Breaker to get him back. Sichuan is actually living. He saw some more interesting prey, that being the Volibear. He has to ultimate. That was such crazy damage from the Senna and the Draven ultimate combined. Volibear is somehow still alive. And now, with the Shen ultimate, he can go for more. That's gonna be a double kill for the Senna. They will look to focus the bot lane turrets now.
I mean, that was such a good fight from Imports. They took on the effect that Sejuani was targeting Keylada. You thought Keylada was going to get caught out. He was the bait. And it just split up the fight so much. And when you have your two tanky members gone in a side lane, Imports were just like, all right, then we'll just kill the rest of you. And here we are. And Imports have actually played this game so well because they're now 8k gold up, 9k gold up. And
yeah,
they are now sailing in this game.
And he's making so good use of all the shields that he can get from his
Oh
E.
my gosh!
That was a nice one shot. Senna is quite broken right now, same as Draven. These two burst AD carries, I'd say, are really showing what they can do.
That Senna damage was disgusting!
She's just a support.
I mean, support with 7 kills, no completed item, just an Executioner's Calling with a... Oh no, she does have completed item, Edge of Night, and a Serrated Dirk, but with a red buff, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, indeed, that is a lot of damage. They did open the bot lane inhibitor, they want to go for more in the mid lane. Baron is up, but they do not care, they don't need it, I guess. Sejuani does have the option to use the ultimate here. Leona is in position. He needs to hit it, but Senna from the jungle, has such a long range. I guess she has so many stacks. Vayne is just gone. Volibear almost dies, but he's gonna make good use of the shield once again. Shen is trying to regen a bit. He's going back. Senna is still alive. Drake is spawning in just a bit. Draven now on the retreat. He doesn't have any mana left. Nice route there from the Senna. And Highlander just keeps smurfing on this champion. That's gonna be a double taunt into the Draven E, dealing a lot of damage. Double kill for the Syndra. Triple kill for the Syndra. She cannot go for more, but I think they can transition this in either a Baron or a Drake.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, this Senna has over 100 stacks, so this Senna is doing work. The young prodigy is like, Kaiser, you had a quadra in the last game, I'm going to get some multiple kills myself. Thank you very much.
This is so crazy. Senna was sitting at the wolves and hitting the Vayne who was under turret.
I mean, Highlander is just playing insane, but look at Keyladder as well. He's 9, 1, and 5. This is what he does on his Shen. He's just been such a good frontline with that Stand United and his other ability that makes him basically he doesn't take any damage, and as well as his team. Keyladder has just been so influential in these fights as well, even though it may not look like it when you're looking at the other players.
Yeah, and it's minute 23 and Vayne still hasn't stacked the call. She still needs to build towards that Greensuit Rageblade if Rocket wants to still be in this game. I'm not sure if she will be able to get it till the game ends, as she only sits at 900 gold.
I mean, it's a 13,000 gold lead, approaching up to 14,000 for imports. they needed to smash the early game. They have done that. Now they've got to close it out, because even at this gold lead, with the amount scaling on Rocket Nova, it's still inconceivable that they can't come back into this game. But they're going to have to wait a very long time.
Yeah, as the burn is being started, it's already at 4k HP. Senna will use the plant and no one is gonna contest it, as Shen will get the Krugs. Yes.
It's a 15,000 gold lead for the side of Imports right now. They are demolishing this game currently. In the very early game, Rocket Nova were meeting them blow for blow, but they just couldn't do that, especially in the early game, and now they're paying the price for it. I mean, this gold lead is almost unassailable at this point.
Yep, with the soul, with the burn, they are trying to push in both top lane and mid lane. I'm not sure there's anything that can stop them. They're just so massively ahead. Draven is not doing much damage, but there are other champions in the team who can do the damage. One being in the top lane, and the second being also in the top lane.
I mean, Highlander is just absolutely massive. He's got the Umbral Glaive, he's got Serrated Dirk, he's got so much range, he's got Edge of Night, he's got so much lethality that not even the Sejuani can go near him.
Yep, Karma is trying to go for something. Leona will get the stun on Draven, but the QSS will save him for now. Karma is getting really low. Volibear jumps in, will take her down. Vayne cannot do anything. It's me, Andy, with another kill. That's gonna be double kill for the Senna. That was such a good flash from Andy, finishing off the triple kill for the Senna. And this looks like game over.
Can I just say, Matt, you know that your top lane is having a bad game when the enemy support is a higher level than you? Just saying.
Yep.
Imports take the series 2-1.
And I got my points.
And I hate you even more. Yes, well, that was a blast to finish off this best of 3. I did not have any other chance to say anything in between this game, but this game was actually fantastic. If compared to the other 2 games, this was mostly one for the books. This was the entertaining game of the series, in my opinion. A lot of back and forth. Actually, bot lane looked like to be very close.
Senna damage. Now you better check that Senna damage.
Yeah, and that Senna damage, I was about to say that. Yeah, the bot lane looked very close in the beginning, but in the end, we could just see Senna blowing up in those team fights, completely demolishing the enemy. We even had a one-shot at one point, I believe, so yeah.
Right, Alex, as our casters, we need to choose an MVP for the series. It's freaking tough.
I don't know.
It's tough, man.
It is.
Well, we have Killer there in the top 9, 1, and 7 on this Shen. Did have a really good performance in game number 1 as well. Me Andy in game number 1 as well, not even dying one single time. And now in the second game,
was so consistent in all 3 games.
Yeah. And Young Prodigy actually 6-0-7 in this game. So yeah, did have a good performance on Syndra in first as well as in the third game.
I mean, what do you choose, man? I mean,
well, do you give it to the man who won game number 1 pretty much single-handedly as the Wukong, or do you give it to the man who secured that lead in game 1 and in game 3 in the jungle by helping out his laners, or do you give it to the man who just played the safest lane and still managed to put out a lot of damage, which would be Highlander also on Lulu on game number 1, keeping his team alive, or even Young Prodigy just, well, doing what is expected of a mid laner in this scenario?
I'm almost tempted to say Highlander just for the simple fact his support. I mean, even in the second game, his support just wasn't terrible. They were just too far behind. So I'm going to say Highlander just because of how well he played the Lulu. I mean, come on. You had a hyper carry Lulu. Hyper carry Lulu. Hyper carry Senna. Who needs 80 carries when you got Highlander, man? Like, so Highlander gets my. He gets my point.
Wait, for some reason it doesn't switch the scene. No, okay, yes. Okay, what up? But I'll show you the damage graphs once again. I don't know why I didn't show you before. But yes, I would also go with Highlander if I had to pick. Pretty much enabled game 1 and in game 3
I mean, he didn't enable Game 3, he demolished Game 3.
Great open. Well,
But yeah, GG for Impulse. Isn't that their first win?
Might very well be their first win. Wait, I cannot
think
select.
I think it is. I mean, if that's their first win, then their opponents must have been hella strong.
Yes, indeed. There we go. Lol Highlander, you have to be a sub. You used that command. I'm very sorry, my man. But yeah, if we go now to top 10, and have a look at our beautiful Mr. Alex sitting there with 500,000, 500,000 points. And when did you start betting again?
today.
So you see, boys, it's all about watching CE streams and being focused on dedication and wins. There you go.
Thank you, Jason, for the points.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Next time you need a donation, please just ask me. I could give you other points than myself, than my very own collected points over like 4 seasons. But hey, why do I need points, right?
I'm probably gonna lose them next stream, but
Yeah.
At least I can feel good for now.
Oh, but now we will have a little bit of a rap song interaction as always, even though it's not playoffs time. But I like the song, haven't heard it in a while. Just reminding you guys to spam the crap in the chat, as we will get the crap song. And with that, you guys know the drill. It's gonna be bye-bye from our side. We'll see you next time, most likely tomorrow. With that being said, thank you so much for casting, Mr. Alex, as well as, of course, Mad Jack, the Jack Man. And we will be back with you tomorrow for yet another TG Platinum game. And we have to interrupt the cast here for a very important message. TG Flatline subscribing for his second month here on Connecting Esports. Welcome back, my man, and thank you so much for supporting the cause. We will, of course, donate every single penny we get onto our prize pool. As always, you guys know the drill, always for the competition. Thank you so much once again, and see you guys tomorrow.